Welcome to the Savage World of Artists, where you'll meet some of the most savage artists from all walks of life, sharing who they are while we give them some random drawing prompts. My name is Mel X.
Hello, I am Andre.
This is episode 5 and the last episode of 2020. We'll be back on January 12th with a brand new episode. Today we'll be getting to know a digital artist. Her name is Emily. She goes by YellowBenchArt on Instagram. Make sure to give her a follow there. And also like this video and subscribe.
Andre?
Hello?
Andre?
There he is.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Andre.
I feel like I
Sorry
know
about
you,
that.
Andre.
Do you really?
Yes, I'm like a super fan.
Like-
You have a great personality, but I mean, I watch the shows. Obviously, I post about them, but it's just I know you now. You like D&D. You're so funny. You do great impressions.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. I'm also late.
That never happens. So, Andre, Emily, Andre. I'm kind of late there, but whatever. You know, we're all and yeah. I mean, I haven't slept. Have you slept, Andre?
Yeah, I slept. You haven't slept yet?
No, man. I was up.
Y'all are insane.
I was watching the match.
You stayed up for the Mandalorian?
Yeah, man. Well, I always do every
Well, yeah.
every night or Friday. I stay up and watch it, and I watch it with it's a watch party, so I kind of like, you know, so I don't feel lonely and I feel like I'm, you know, with people and stuff like that. It sounds so sad.
Oh,
I had
that's
to watch
nice.
it this morning. I had to watch it before we did the show because I knew Mel was. I couldn't have him know what happens without me. So now I know.
Are you gonna watch it or are you not? Are you gonna just not? You're not gonna tune in?
Oh, I have to wait for my wife.
Oh, so I can't tell you spoilers. Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd prefer if you did it. But
No,
it's
you
okay.
don't do it.
No, I won't do it. And when somebody says don't spoil it, it's like the worst. Like I've had stuff spoiled for me when I explicitly say don't spoil stuff for me, and it's like, bro, like seriously, it's horrible.
Yeah, some people are just like
See,
that.
I'm the opposite. I have to know. Like if somebody knows and I don't know, like even with like surprises or presents, if you know what it is and I don't know what it is, I have to know what it is. I can't not know. That's why I had to watch the show because I couldn't not know.
Like, what? Damn, you must have been like a spy or something in your past life, man. That's great. That's awesome.
Like,
Oh, it's called nosy. I'm nosy.
just the fact that somebody else knows and you don't know, it's like,
Yeah.
what do you know?
Yes.
You're like, what the fuck? How could you?
How could you have this knowledge without me?
Nobody can surprise me. And the thing is I'm terrible at surprises and it's not even on purpose. It's just completely by accident. I accidentally just spill out these surprises because like, well, I want you to know what I know. It's just not, it's a thing.
It hurts so much to not know. Here, that my surprise, first surprise, this is what it is. Second surprise is the actual thing. Here you go, dude, don't worry about it. I got you.
You just have to practice the surprise face afterwards. Like, all right, I got this. I can act surprised. If it's a group surprise, like, yo, this is a surprise party. Just so you know, I try to get you out of there, so you can come here. This is a surprise party. Just when you walk in, act surprised. I just have to let you know.
Everybody knows not to throw me a surprise party. I do
Oh,
not
man.
do surprise parties.
You just freak out. You're just like, I need to know, or you already know, like you figured it out.
Yep.
You'll figure it out. Oh yeah, that's definitely spy. That's a spy spirit.
Yeah, see, look at that.
I can tell. I'm really good at knowing when people are lying. That's
Oh, I like that skill.
Damn you.
mm. I,
You were like an
I don't,
investigator.
because then I just don't trust anyone.
Well, I mean, you know, the
I know.
world we live in, better to know than not to know.
Yeah.
I used to interview people as a loan officer. So one of the trainings was trying to figure out when people are lying by certain words and certain gestures and stuff like that. I
Oh,
love that. I love knowing that people are lying. Like you could just
yeah.
play with it.
What do you mean you
That's
love
gotta be
knowing
a
that people are
fun
lying?
job. Yeah.
I mean,
You know who to trust and not to trust.
exactly.
Right, but like he loves it. He's like seeking.
True. I seek for people to lie.
Or is it lie to
Don't
me?
lie to me.
I
please.
want you to
Tell
lie to me.
anything. Say the sky's purple, please.
I'm gonna say, no, it is not. It is not purple. It is green. Believe me.
You're like, yes. Oh, thank God.
All right. So should we do an intro, Andre?
Oh yeah, dude. Do you want to do it? Or do you want me to do it?
You should do it.
You want me to do it? All
You
right.
had sleep. I didn't.
Let me see. I just woke up. Let me do some stretches. All right. Let me just touch my toes. I can't touch my toes. I'm too fat for that. All right, cool. Thank you for coming to the savage world of the artist. I'm Andre. This is Smell, and this is our guest.
Emily.
Hi.
And then your handle on Instagram is YellowBenchArt.
YellowBenchArt. Yes.
So actually, let's hit right there. Why YellowBenchArt? That's such a peculiar.
It is. So, you know, I
mean
just
that
wanted
as
something.
a completely nice way. Not that hey.
No, I'm laughing because she's like, yeah. Anyway, other question.
So I don't know. When I started doing this, I wanted to create my Instagram, to start building something. And I was like, I want something different, because everybody uses their names or something clever. And I'm like, I want to do something different. And so my husband built me this. I told him, I was like, I want a bench. I want you to build me a bench. So he built me this really cool big yellow bench. Well, it was a regular bench, and I painted it yellow. And I just kind of everything happens for me with the bench. It moves when we move, because we move a lot. And it's kind of like the centerpiece of I watch my kids play sitting on the bench, and I, see we have parties and everybody's at the bench, and it just kind of symbolizes this centerpiece for my life. And so I was like, well, I want to use that, because it really, and I mean, I love yellow. And I was like, this is perfect. And so now, and sometimes now I should I change it to my name? And I keep going back to no, I picked it for a reason, and this is what it is. So that's what it is. It's just kind of this symbolism for what I view in my life, and kind of where I sit and watch my life happen.
So it's very, very significant then. It has a very deep story, and it has a history, and that's cool, because I mean, it's something like you said, it's traveled with you, so it has a lot of memory.
Yeah,
it's dope. I like that. That's cool. It's very original name. You see your name, and it's YellowBenchArt. What do you mean YellowBenchArt? Click, then see the art.
People are picturing just a whole bunch of pictures of chairs and benches. And anything
There's
you
no
can
benches here.
Where's the bench, man? I need the bench.
There's no bench.
There's no bench. I've
There's
gone,
witches?
and you know what's funny? There's witches. You're right. There are witches. But I drew it for my business card. I have a bench on it, just for the sake of clarity. But that's it.
Is it an anthropomorphic bench? Is it you as a yellow bench? So it's eyeballs and stuff.
Ooh,
That sounds
it is now.
That sounds like a prop right there. Draw yourself as a bench.
Yeah, try yourself. That's gonna be the prompt.
It's not good.
No.
No, that's not good.
But honestly, yellow bench, when I first read the name, it's a very relaxed vibe it gives me. And then I look at your art, and I'm like, man, your art also gives me a very chill, very nice, very it makes me feel calm, and it makes me feel interested, and I really like that. The name matches I feel like it matches the art, honestly.
Yeah, it matches.
Well, that's cool. Thanks.
So, do you have, sir, the prompt master, Mr. Prompt Master, sir? So we got the prompt master, and
I can't stop thinking about
I'm
benches.
so nervous.
I can't.
I'm
I
not
can't
even
stop
nervous
thinking about
about.
benches.
All right, so
I'm not drawing a bench. I can't do it.
I can't. I've done it once. I'm done.
it's Christmas time, so why don't we implement some Christmas?
Christmas bench.
A Christmas bench. Oh Lord. Not gonna
Instead
get
of like
away
a
from this
tree, it's like
bench.
a bench.
The problem with benches is like if you do them straight on, they look like fences, and it's just too much. It's too hard. You have
Well,
to
good
draw like
thing.
cushions.
The
Yeah.
Christmas bench is
You have to
standing
push
up on
through.
its side,
Oh my
so
God.
you could put ornaments on the Christmas bench.
Isn't that a ladder at that point?
Yeah. It is a ladder.
Mel, I'm gonna give you a bench, dog, and if you use it as a ladder, I'll pay you $1. I'm gonna feel like put up these only using this bench, put up these paintings in like an 8-foot area.
I've climbed weirder things in my life, so a sideways.
Whoa! Are we getting risque already? Is it
Anything can be
happening?
a ladder.
Exactly, and take that as you want. You can interpret that however you want.
That should be your art book. Anything could be a ladder. Just different perspectives of people using weird items as ladders.
That's
So you want Christmas? Something Christmas.
Christmas and what?
I'm gonna say draw Santa Claus stand-in. So draw whatever
Santa
you want,
Claus
whoever you want. Yeah, like draw something that's like, let's say
Oh,
Santa's
a
sick.
stand-in. Okay.
Yeah, stand-in, like a
Just
temp
it.
Santa.
Okay.
Temp Santa.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, so like whatever you want, whoever
Hmm.
character speaks to you, draw them temping for Santa.
I completely misunderstood that whole thing. Like,
Oh gosh, I don't know.
like a temp Santa, like like a very drunk Santa that shouldn't be Santa, basically like bad Santa.
I mean, it could be if that's what you think. Like if Santa's like, I'm sick, hobo down the street, take my Santa outfit. You have to do my job. I'm like not feeling too. I got the Rona, dude.
Oh, so it can be like a person, or are we doing characters?
Anything. So it
Anything.
could be a person, whatever you think.
Okay.
Like, oh, Santa Claus sick. This is who I want my new Santa to be.
If you want Daffy Duck to be Santa, you can make him. If you want Grogu to be Santa,
Daffy Duck. Grogu. I do love him.
Oh, Grogu Santa. He'd keep all the presents.
No, he wouldn't. He'd only
would
keep what he
totally
wants.
keep all the presents.
give presents
would
and
All
eat
the
if
half of
snacks,
them.
maybe.
If somebody tries to take him, he'll force choke him. Just throw him around a couple times.
See, he knows when you're sleeping.
Grogu. Well, I
And
mean,
if he-
he's fresh in my mind, so I'm gonna have to do him.
Grogu Santa.
Mel knew it was gonna happen anyway.
Grogu
Oh my
Santa.
god.
I kept sending Mel pictures that like fan art of Grogu, and he goes, "I think we found our prompt." I'm not saying
It was a
nothing.
hint. Oh, look, Star Wars.
Like, no
Hey, you
matter
have
what
to
prompt
speak
I'm
it
gonna give you,
into
I'm like, Grogu.
existence.
True. Or that's, you can call that just manipulating the odds. But okay, let's just call it into existence.
Even if
You know-
this is your show, you could have made it whatever you wanted.
Literally.
They could have just been a hard cut, and then it just would have been like, yeah, secret hard cut. All right, Grogu, we're trying Grogu.
This is the B side.
Yeah.
So Emily, you said that you guys move around a lot. So I know why.
We
but if
do.
you want to tell our audience, what's the purpose, or not? What's the reason that you guys move around as often as you do?
Well, my husband, yeah, he's a Marine. He is. What's that meme that everybody loves? That honest, loyal. Have y'all seen that?
Which one?
It's like a TikTok video. It was a TikTok video of this woman doing this like really embarrassing. It was like the Marine Corps creed or something, and she was like, "He's a Marine, honest, loyal,
Oh,
commitment."
I
It
know
was
exactly
it
what you're
was
talking
it
about.
was awful, but so he's a Marine, and we've lived a lot of places, but we just got orders. We're going to Japan,
Whoa!
and I am freaking out.
Woo!
Japan is Andre's favorite place, is it not?
One of them, yeah. I also love to make fun of it. It's like,
Make
one of
fun
my
of
favorite.
Japan?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of things to make fun of Japan. Like,
Really?
there's a lot. Like you're gonna have to eventually, if you go into the city, you're gonna have to play one of my favorite games as a foreigner. It's one of my favorite games to play in Japan. So in Japan,
What?
the Japanese people can squat, and it's just as comfortable for them for sitting, right? So in a lot of like
Okay.
heavily populated areas, there's no chairs or benches or anywhere to sit because they could just like stand to the side, go into like an alleyway and just squat, and that'll be just as good as sitting for them. So you're
So
gonna have to
what?
play
You
this
want
game
me
with a
to
bunch
go
of
squat in
foreigners.
Japan?
No, you don't have the legs for it. It's like this really weird squat.
You don't
Oh,
know.
I mean, you might. Oh, you don't know my squat game.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Real story. It's because I had a yellow weight set, and I used to squat. I used to bench and squat 1,000 pounds, and I was fine. That's why I'm yellow bench.
Bench to bench.
You don't know. I can bench anything. Have
Yeah,
you
all
been
the
to
pictures I have
Japan?
on my. Oh yeah, I've been doing. The
Okay.
game you're gonna have to play in the city, right? 'Cause this is if you go to the city. There's nowhere to sit because they do the squat thing. That's what their legs are built for. So you're gonna have to play this game where you stand like where the sidewalks are. There's these like guardrails that protect you from the street. So you're gonna see a bunch of foreigners standing to the side of those like sidewalk things, of those like little pillars, and eyeballing it so fiercely. And one of you is gonna have to make the move to sit on it. And it's literally a game of chicken of whose legs hurt more.
Bench, yeah.
So like you go and you sit on this thing, and it's they get like the Japanese people like look at you, they're just like, oh, like that's rude. That's you shouldn't be doing that. But then they continue on their way. So you get all the hate, and then all the foreigners go like pigeons. We like amass, and we all sit on this like railing and just like pant and like sigh of relief.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna send you guys pictures of me squatting all over Japan.
It's railing
Post
spot.
Post it on your Instagram. It'd be sick.
This change. The
I'm
change.
gonna post a lot because I think a lot of people are like, I want to know. I want to know what it's like.
It's peaceful. It's very, very quiet. Very, very quiet.
Would you say too quiet?
Oh, it's so quiet. One time I laughed, and I'm a boisterous laughter, and it echoed in the streets, and like people looked at me, they were like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm so sorry."
I heard it's really clean too.
Oh, it is. My goodness, is it clean? Oh, also don't eat and walk. People get really mad at you if you eat and walk. That's like
Wait,
one of the
what?
ways that they keep clean.
Oh yeah, I watched this like YouTube video about things not to do, and things like there's just some restaurants that they just don't want Americans in, and then they'll tell you, they're like, you can't be here.
What? That's crazy. That's like wow. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm actually I'm not upset about that. I'm more upset about the walking and eating. You're not allowed to walk and eat. Come on.
Spoken as a true American, that's why we're not allowed in some places. Yeah, like you can't walk and eat, dude.
Not allowed in some places. That's normal. Not walking and eating. That's weird. Why?
And like, there's no like random garbage cans. Like, you know how like over here, there's like you find a garbage can like at least every block. There's like a garbage can. Over there,
Yeah.
there's only garbage cans near like places that sell food because they want you to stand there, eat it, then throw it out there, and then dip.
Wow. But you can't
That's
walk.
crazy.
They'll tackle you if you walk.
Can't
they-
walk.
They're not.
They'll
They're
tackle
like they'll either like tell you, they'll be like, oh, you don't know. They'll ignore you, but they'll mean mug you, or they'll just stare.
Nope. My mind is made up. They'll tackle you.
Just
They'll just straight up tackle you. They'll either tackle you with their eyes or physically tackle you. That's like
tackle you with their eyes. They're just gonna like pop them out.
that's a horrible rule. Like, I mean, come on. Like, you can't. I'm upset about it. Let's change the subject because I'm so upset about it. It's ridiculous. Like, come on.
You from New Yorkville? Is that it?
Well, and I feel like a lot of the food is. I mean, a lot of the food is hard to stand up and eat anyway. Like, I'm not gonna be walking around eating ramen.
You can though. I mean,
The only problem is, guys, I don't like sushi. I don't like it, and I'm scared.
I'm sure there's more than just sushi. Sushi's probably not that popular over there.
But the problem is I want to like it. I want to like it so I can enjoy it with like everybody else in Japan. But I told my husband, I was like, I'll try to find something that I like.
See,
I don't know what it'll be.
Sushi's so hit and miss too. It's not something I don't know. I've never been to Japan. I don't know if it's that popular or if it's something that's
It's not super popular because they are
Oh, girl, dude.
super crazy into like, you know, making everything is super clean, super this, super that. So when they sell sushi, like they sell sushi, like it is super fresh, it's super
Yeah.
clean. The
So
I heard
establishment's
it's
like
completely
immaculate.
different.
Exactly. It's not like over here. Oh, it's so good, dude. Oh my god, the curry's so
I
good.
love curry.
You're like, hell yeah, I'm gonna eat like 10 pounds of curry.
Yeah.
He's already like eating all the cookies.
He's had his
Are you gonna give,
cookies.
oh, you're gonna give him a little beer? What is that?
Yes, I'm
Oh,
gonna
no,
give
you're
him the
just
green ones.
hell yeah.
His little no, I was sizing up his face. He was chunky.
he should be chunky.
He's gonna get those green little macaroons.
little Santa Claus.
Oh. But I mean, like, even
There's
if
a
you go to
little
like a
head.
sushi place, they have other options there. You can get like ramen usually, or like a type of soup, or my favorite,
Oh, there's
I think it was called the American, and it's just like a little hamburger on a sushi roll.
well, you know what? There's always gonna be every establishment has the chicken strips. It might not be chicken strips, but they have the equivalent of
It's some type of
chicken
strip.
strips and fries.
Yeah, the go-to staple that everyone likes.
Yep,
But
exactly.
I'm excited for you, though.
I'm
like-
sure like pizza.
I'm
is
excited.
awesome too. Like, wouldn't they have like all
You know what? Yeah, that's what I saw.
like
They
a lot
have
of pizza?
good pizza.
See, I'd be down with that. Just add some fish on it, make it sushi pizza. We're happy.
Oh yeah, do you like
Mhm.
seafood?
No.
You don't like seafood? Oh, that might be an issue.
That's a huge issue.
So I like shrimp and I'll eat crab but I don't like fish, I guess. You know what I mean?
No, understood. I mean,
No, you don't get it.
do you? No, yeah,
don't
like
know.
you don't like the actual fish part, but you like shellfish.
Yeah. And I mean, like I know they have shrimp and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
They have chicken too. Like you said, chicken strips. They got chicken strips.
Oh yeah, they do have like.
I mean, don't wait, Andre. Don't they have like KFC and McDonald's, but it's completely different too? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I went when I went
And
there.
Popeyes delivers on base, which I'm stoked about because I love Popeyes.
you get it. Don't even have to go anywhere. Just, I'm sorry. I would be like, yeah, don't worry. I don't need anything else. Fish? Huh? What fish? We got chicken, baby.
Yeah, and their chickens
Yeah.
are weird. Their chickens are like really good. They're like super juicy. They have a little bit of fat to them. They taste cleaner. Like they don't taste like processed like over here. Their chicken's delicious.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm gonna try. Like I'm gonna make an effort and like give it a chance because, like you said, it's not gonna be the same as it is here. It just can't be. So I
Yeah.
mean, I'm gonna give it a chance, but I don't know. It's never done me right yet.
What didn't you like about fish? Is it the fishy taste, or is it more like
Yes, because it's fish.
yeah, some fish is like that. Like, but there's like this one fish called butterfish. It literally tastes like olive oil. It's like it's so delicious. You fry it and it's not.
It tastes like olive oil.
Yeah. it
Really?
has this-
You're not selling it, Mel. You're just like, I don't think people are just like, have you tried a spoonful of olive oil? It's delicious, immaculate even.
All right, listen here. A spoon of olive oil is actually very good for you for your intestinal tract. Like if you have
Say
problems going to
intestinable?
I don't know. Yeah, listen, if you have issues going to the restroom, it's actually very good for you. It's Anyways, moving on.
So is coffee.
Coffee is very. But it's not
I don't need olive oil.
You can put olive oil in your coffee, hide the flavor.
You know what? People put coconut oil in coffee.
Oh yeah, it fucks you up. This shit's so good. You like
Mm-mm.
it like turns your coffee into Red Bull for some reason. I have no idea what the science behind it is, but all I know is when I do it, I'm just like, yeah, I gotta go. I got some coffee. I got some coffee.
You guys are agreeing about coconut oil in your coffee, but you coming at me for olive oil? Really?
Okay, but you're like, I'm like, I put it in the coffee. People do it. It's a staple. It hides the
never-
flavor, and you're just like, yeah, you just grab a spoonful of olive oil. You're like,
You drink it. It's just a spoonful and it's good for you. Jeez.
What does it taste like? Does it taste like just a
Olive oil.
spoonful of oil?
No, olive oil.
Can we
Olive
eat bread with it? Like, can you chase it? Can we chase it down?
you can chase the fish with some bread.
oil- You know what?
Yeah.
some bread right after, that kind of would just make freaking garlic bread. It's just
No, I just like how she's like, it's not fish sandwich. No, no. Fish sandwich, no. Bread, fish, not sandwich. Bread, fish, bread chaser.
no, but the butterfish is actually no. The butterfish actually is delicious though. Like that's one thing. And salmon is like popular everywhere. Salmon doesn't taste fishy unless you know.
But
Actually,
it's not
for some like
chicken.
folklore stuff, right? It's not chicken. Anything that's not chicken.
Not chicken, no. I mean, frog tastes like chicken, but you know,
It does.
Whoa.
It really does. It tastes like chicken and with a little bit of fish.
yeah.
See, I've
Depends
never
on-
had that.
Depends on where you have it. You know, it's like if you have one from like the swamp, it'll taste like fish. If it's not from the swamp, it won't. It'll taste like chicken.
Yeah, one of the farm.
Where do you get your frog from?
Yeah, like where do you... Wait, like you're such a frog connoisseur. Are you Grogu, dude? Have you been Grogu this entire time? You never told me.
He's been sucking frog eggs.
Been Groguing since 1995.
I used to go to this Chinese buffet down here that had frog legs every once in a while. That shit was good though.
Yeah, it depends. Like
See, nothing's better than a Chinese buffet.
It's true. They have everything.
very true. It gets
And you don't, the thing is you don't question the
Yeah, no.
Chinese buffet.
Ever.
but it's like you have to go to a buffet when nobody's there. Basically, that's the best time to go.
By a weekday when the when the kids are still in school.
Kids are in school, and people are working, and you just
Yeah,
randomly
people
at a buffet.
You know, the whole fucking place to yourself. You feel so fat, but like in the best way possible.
and you're secure. You know, like you don't feel like somebody's just gonna like snatch your chicken or something. You know.
Someone snatched your chicken. Are you telling us like a PTSD flashback right
This is
now?
not a PTSD
Somebody
flashback.
taking your chicken. You got a
Yeah.
fist fight over it.
I'm not clutching chicken right now.
He's like holding his chicken wings. He's like, "You'll never leave me, right? You'll never do it."
I'm not hugging myself and rocking back and forth at all. So anyway. So you are excited, or you're more than where are you standing right now and as far as your nerves are concerned for Japan?
It honestly changes day to day. I'm excited right now just because, and the thing that is cool is my kids are excited. My oldest, I have an 8-year-old, and he is everything to do with like Pokemon and Mario and Yokai Watch and Yu-Gi-Oh! And I mean anything Japanese. He is all about it. So he, as soon as we told him, because he was asking for this, he was like, "Can we go to Japan next?" Because he knows it's always a possibility.
Yeah.
And we're like, it depends. And instantly I was like, well, we got told where we're going. And he's like, is it Japan? I was like, yes, it's Japan. So seeing them excited really kind of helps. But it's just it's far away.
Yeah.
And I'm really close to my family. So
And your family's also in California?
no. So I have family everywhere. I have family in New Mexico. And then I have family in Georgia, which is where I'm originally from.
Oh, nice.
So not far from Florida.
No, not at all. We're
Not the
literally, no, not the same. Literally neighbors. It's a whole different country.
Really is.
Florida really is. Florida's one of a kind.
It's like there's the normal. I'm sorry to go back to this, but there's the normal people, and then there's like the crazy people, and then sometimes it's just contagious.
Yeah.
Randomly, you'll just get like actual Southerners. Like you go to South Florida, and we're all a bunch of Northerners that like moved down here, and then you go north in Florida, and then you start seeing the boiled
yes.
peanuts, and people start talking like this.
Well, hey, that's my heritage right there, man.
Hell
The
yeah!
boiled peanuts are lit. Have you ever had a boiled peanut? That stuff is good. What? You are literally in a state that has it at every gas station. I bet you could walk up the road and get some right now.
Yeah,
I'm in South Florida. I have to go
No,
north. I have to go like an
have-
hour north to
They
get
are in
boiled
gas
peanut.
stations. No, they are in gas stations. That's no lie at all. They're definitely. And then when there's like the what is it called?
The serve yourself. Oh, this helmet.
Saw the bucket. I was just afraid. It was like a communal bucket of like peanuts, and I was like,
Yeah, you just got.
in a
You
gas
have
station.
to embrace it.
Just a brand new bucket of peanuts.
You can get diseases, but the boiled peanuts are worth it. Don't worry about it. Don't
They're
worry about
so
anything else.
good.
But when there's
They're
festivals,
so good.
not circuses. What are they called? Festivals.
Circus. Yeah, the annual street circus. You remember the annual street circus here in Florida,
We
dude?
don't have an annual street circus. You call me, bro, I'm not in no sleep right now, so my words aren't out. I'm trying to get there.
He's messing with you, man.
Help me out.
It's one of my favorite things to do.
The fairs have them all the time. They have peanuts, the boiled peanuts and all that. Yeah, that's
Deep fried everything.
yeah, yes.
Oh,
I mean,
deep fried
in
everything.
the fairs, bro. Whenever you get a chance, go and get some boiled peanuts. They're good. They're
Dude,
really-
next time I'm gonna drive to
Oh,
Orlando,
so
get some
Mel's
boiled
had
peanuts.
yeah, I'm old.
Okay, I was gonna do a Mandalorian, but he's just too freaking hard. I hate his helmet. So we're just gonna continue on with his little milk and cookie setup. Is what we're gonna do.
Oh, look at
This is the
him.
Grogu show. It's always been the Grogu show, and it will stay the Grogu show, even though he's not going to be in it anymore. But oh, sorry,
Mel.
God, I can't believe I just.
Did the thing finally happen? Did the Mandalorian? He's like, I'm sick of your shit. Pull! And he like threw him up and then shot him. Did it finally happen?
No.
Yeeted him
No,
off.
you hush.
He just threw him right out of the ship. He said,
Yeah. It's like,
"Taking my metal ball. You just keep doing that. So no, you're out of here." That's what happened.
hey, can you attach the purple
No.
wire? Yeah, that one. And then just like sucks him out.
No.
How accurate that is, actually.
I'm free.
Mel, I can't believe you.
So accurate though. That was hilarious. That was just the wires and everything. Anyways, no, forget everything you just heard in this conversation.
It's too late, Mel.
The force.
It's too late. You have ruined the surprise.
I'm
for
just
me.
glad it wasn't me. I told you I would have done it. It wasn't me.
I trusted you, Mel. I trusted you.
I just spoiled the whole thing, didn't I?
No, it's okay. I figured it was gonna happen eventually.
No.
No, that didn't happen. Well, maybe it did. Maybe it didn't happen. Maybe something else happened.
Maybe it didn't. Maybe he just, yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna fuck with my wife so hard and be like, yo,
Maybe
it's finally the thing I keep telling you about. It's gonna happen. She's like, he's gonna get sucked out of a lair socket. I'm like, yeah, dude.
He's just gonna get stuck.
No.
Tiny. Nobody's gonna know where he is.
Like,
He was here just
The
a
life
minute
of Grogu.
dude,
I give up on this stupid helmet. I keep trying to go back and I give
you
up.
like the first time you had it,
Stupid.
you had it pretty accurately. You had it.
I don't even know. Let's go
I
back.
believe in you. I believe. You're almost there. I
No
believe in you.
pressure. There's no pressure.
There's only pressure.
There's always pressure. Are you kidding?
This is the savage world of artists. There's always pressure.
Yeah, it's supposed to be savage.
We will pressure you to draw. You have walked into the Thunderdome right now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're gonna tell all our friends that you couldn't draw this helmet. Ha ha ha.
What is wrong with her?
Round. Trust me, I take forever on my drawings and go over the same line over and over and over again.
I really hope that like Grogu doesn't stay on forever though, because that's like the only reason my wife watches the show with me. I watch it because Mando. I like the Western aspect of it, but she watches because baby. So she's gonna.
You know
like,
what? It is a super big Western aspect. That's funny.
Yeah, it's a space Western. There's even like the one with when he finds the guy wearing Bobo's armor.
Yeah, that was huge.
Yeah.
They're like in a saloon.
You
He's
come
like,
into my saloon.
yeah, exactly. They're about to have like a quick draw contest, and I'm like, what? Like, yeah, it's a space Western. I reckon. He's like, Grogu, where are you, Grogu? I can't see you.
It's not funny. Traumatized.
So, Emily, I've saw that you have a lot of tattoos and such. So what
I do.
kind of fuels your tattoos? Like, what inspires you to get something?
I like them. I don't know. It's a mix of things. It's a way to express myself, and I think I don't know. I was told for a long time, like, you're not supposed to have these. You can't have them, and that makes it more enticing. And now I just love them because it's just kind of something that, like I said, it's a form of expression. And then I made a friend out here who's my tattoo artist, and he's just really good. And so I'm like, I got to get as much as I can because I'm going to move again. So I kind of went ham, especially during quarantine. I was like, what are we going to do? What else do I have going on right now?
just poke me, dude. Just stick and poke.
Yeah. Do you feel more yourself with the tattoos?
I think over the past probably 2-3 years, I've slowly kind of let me become more myself. I think, and I mean, I can only speak for myself, but a lot of problem that mothers or, wives is we kind of lose ourselves sometimes. I definitely did that. And I kind of hit a point, and I'm gonna sound super pretentious, but I went to Italy. We went to the Vatican, and I'm not Catholic or anything, but it was insane. All the art history, and we did this like tour, and it really just kind of opened my eyes to this whole like, because I loved doing art. Never had like, it was just high school classes and stuff like that. I never kind of took a deeper dive into it. And then I kind of, after Europe and stuff, I was like, I want to find something I can do that'll translate into, it doesn't have to be a full-fledged career, but I want to do this. This is something that I enjoy. It's something that I'm passionate about. And I kind of like, as soon as I got home, I was like, what kind of jobs could I find? And I didn't even know about like digital art, or, I knew it was a thing, but I didn't know how, accessible it was for somebody just at their house. And it took me a long time, and I kind of gave up for a while because I was like, well, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. It's hard to explain. I got lost.
But yeah, they say that, being a stay-at-home parent is like a full-time job. Like, were you a stay-at-home parent?
Yeah, I was. And I love it, but you lose your identity. When people say like, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I'm a mom. And, I learned to like, that doesn't, it's a great thing to be, and it's something that I cherish being, but it's not like who I am as an individual. And so
Of course not.
I discovered like what Procreate was, and I discovered that, I've started following all these people on Instagram, and it just kind of became like this world that I got to be a part of. And I just decided to do something for myself. And now, I have Yellow Bench, and I get to meet and talk to people like you guys. And then with my tattoos, it's just another form of finding who I am, because I do them for me.
Yeah.
And the fact that people, like, if they like them, they like them, that's fine. But I do them because it's something that I enjoy. And so it's just it's been a whole like task of finding myself as an individual. I feel like I'm there now.
That's good.
So you feel like you've transformed slowly but surely, like that chrysalis situation, like a butterfly. You've slowly but surely been kind of.
You're a beautiful butterfly. Yeah. No, but like that's the one thing. Like a lot of my friends, they got knocked up early, and they were like
knocked up.
Like it's not, the babies were planned. They love them, of course. They're great mothers.
We call those surprises.
Yeah. But like they got, they had their babies real early, and that was one thing that they always talk about, is that because your life becomes revolved around this kid, especially because most of them became like single mothers, obviously, like unfortunate, but reality
just a sequence of
situations
events
like this. Yeah, exactly. So they like, you give yourself everything to like this being, to this little Grogu, and then you forget to take care of yourself, realize who you are, especially because like if you have it early, like that's your development period. Like you don't find out who you are until like your 20s, and even then you still don't really know who you are.
True.
And now you're trying to build up this little baby, and you don't even have time to develop into what you want to do, what you're doing.
And you just kind of have to learn, and it's a process, and it's something like there's guilt because you're like, well, this time could be spent with my kids, or doing this, that, or the other with this time could be spent with my kids right now, or a number of things. But I just kind of learned to say, like, there's nothing wrong with finding something for me, and honestly, it's kind of sparked a lot of stuff for my kids. Like they see that I'm working, or, you know, they'll ask to do something, like, yeah, let me finish working and then we can do it. And now my oldest, he likes to draw. And so it's really cool to see that they kind of mimic or mirror what they see. And I get to be a little bit of an inspiration for them. It's like a heartwarming thing. It's very cool to watch them. I get to be an example to them when I was just their mama, and now I'm.
I love moms because I have one. That's weird.
Oh, you're not a test tube baby, Mel?
Because
Damn, bro, I used to be one, dude.
Surprise, not a test tube baby. Anyways, I'm you know, my mom, she was a single mother, so I definitely understand that, you know, looking at your mom and just being in awe of the things
Yeah.
that she does, and that's yeah, that's a beautiful thing, because sons to be inspired by their mothers is huge. It's huge, and it's good. And the fact that your son is starting to draw, that's dope as hell. That's really, really dope.
Yes.
Because yeah,
He likes to watch tutorials.
He does. See, that's the start right there. So I mean, as long as he applies himself, things like that, you never know. He might be the next great artist. You know, the next great animator, the next great writer. You don't know where it's gonna go. People like, some directors like Zack Snyder. He's a very, very good artist. Jim Carrey, a comedian. He's an amazing painter. Like,
Really?
yeah, there's
I
so
didn't know
much.
that.
Yeah, there's so many things that are artists. They develop talents. It's a segue sometimes. So I mean, it's you never know where it's gonna go. So it's a beautiful thing. It's lovely to see.
It is fun, and it's cool to, like I said, to be an example for them. And like, they see their mom as somebody other than just mom, the one that feeds and provides food for me every morning.
Provide food and art.
God, I hate this Mandalorian so much, but we're gonna just keep
Keep
pushing
pushing
forward.
it.
When the
liked
line work
him.
comes, the line work will clean up better.
Yeah.
This what artists, we young artists listening, we just remember, your art is never going to look when you're sketching, think of that, it's never going to look done until you actually finish it. So
I know when I send clients the rough sketch, I'm like, look, this is just a rough sketch. Do not.
exactly, I tell the same thing to when I'm doing a commission. My rough sketches are hella rough. I'm talking about, like, they look like they've been through things, like they need therapy. And I tell people, just it's a rough.
It's a process.
Oh, are you using the like poster, the like Mandalorian poster as a reference for Manda?
Yes, maybe. I don't know.
Because like you got his legs down, like exactly how he like walks in the poster.
That's not a trick question. What if I am? What are you trying to say?
We'll find out.
No, it's good because like
He's
I saw it,
holding
I
a
was
gun
like,
in the picture, but I want him to hold something Christmassy.
And instead of having the basket,
Grogu's still too big.
he's grown.
yeah, he's a big boy now.
Or he's
No,
he's in
he
the
stays a baby
foreground.
forever.
He's going to start talking backwards soon, dude.
I know.
You know who I am.
Cookie I need. Mm-hmm.
Cookies I need.
Let's see.
I wonder if his speech pattern is based on a species, or is it just because Yoda was raised by savages?
Yeah, like what if Yoda just has a speech impediment? No one knows, and they just think it's a species.
Yeah, Grogu speaks perfectly fine after living with the Mandalorian for so long.
He's like, "Yo, I'm G Money. What's up?" Like, what?
Money, what's up?
Like, what? This is
Man, I was
Grogu.
like, I did not teach him that. I don't know. Like, I did.
He just completely disowns him. He's like, no,
Yeah, he's like,
my boy.
he's on this thing called like space TikTok, and like I can't get him off of it.
He's TikTok. No.
We need space TikTok. Why is
Instead of I'm a savage, it's I'm a Jedi.
Yeah,
Jedi.
I'm a Sith.
it, baby?
Like a Sith, baby.
And he is a baby. He's a
Yeah.
50-year-old baby.
He's a 50-year-old baby.
He's a 50-year-old baby. Yeah, he's old man.
He's an old man baby. He's what we all want to be.
How old was Yoda?
Like hundreds and hundreds.
He was 900 and more.
He's gonna outlive the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. When he's like, when Master Yoda was 100, that's when he was. I think he was a master, and he started training young ones. So I mean, Yoda lived to be 900 years old. So I mean, he's gonna be around forever, or not forever, but what seems like forever. I
Yeah,
think,
like he's around for a millennia.
yeah, exactly.
Like imagine that shit.
And I think that's why his species is rare. Like, you can't have something roaming around with high metachlorian count that lives for 900 and something years. So you only have a few of them. There's only one other.
I have a theory that like they just get reincarnated.
That could be.
That like only like one or two are allowed in existence, or like a handful are allowed in existence. Whenever one dies, it gets reincarnated.
You never know. I mean,
Ooh.
but Grogu was alive when Yoda was alive. So I mean,
Yeah, but like there's also Yargle. We don't know what happened to Yargle
Yoda.
or Yaddle or whatever her name is.
Yeah, she was a female, so most likely Yoda and her procreated, not the art program.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
not the art program this time. This time Andre's right. Woo!
This time around, this right. Procreate the right way, baby. Yeah. and they had Grogu, and I mean, there was another master. I forgot his name because it's against the Jedi code to have any type of wives or anything like that. But if your species is rare or about to become extinct, they do exceptions. There was one Jedi. I forgot his name. He sits right next to in the council. He sits right next to Yoda on the right
Are you
hand
talking
side.
about the dude with like the fucking cone head and the
Yeah,
ponytail?
no ponytail. He
Oh,
just
I
has a
didn't like
pony.
him.
Yeah,
He's like
him.
the white guy, right?
Yeah. He's like his face is super slender. His species was about to go extinct, and they allowed him to have like 6 or 7 wives, so he can repopulate his species all by his damn self.
Good for him.
I mean,
That's what he told them.
he told
That's funny.
So he
My
could get
species is
6
going
or
extinct.
7 wives.
Cough, cough.
they wanted a recount. He said, "No, I already won."
This is happening. You already signed the papers, guys.
Exactly. They're like, "No, this is done. I'm doing it."
Sister wives.
Yeah,
His dead wives.
probably.
Brother husband.
But since Yoda and Yeto were basically the only two of their species that we ever saw, and Lucas said that they're really rare, and he doesn't want to explore their backgrounds like that. It's likely that they made little Grogu, and that's why she
Aw.
disappeared suddenly in like episode 2. She was no longer around.
I wonder
Maybe.
how long it takes for them to poop out a Grogu.
Yeah, the gestation period for
Yeah.
Grogu.
Yeah, like how long?
Yo? I mean, they're like froggy, so why? Probably egg.
They're like
Yeah.
eggs.
Yeah, I would think, because they're froggy too. Like they're froggy.
I was just like, wonder how long it takes for them to make it, and you're like, it's an egg.
It's already made.
I already know.
It's egg.
Egg. You scramble, it's egg.
It's egg. You scramble it.
I don't know, man.
Oh my gosh.
So, Emily, let me ask you, what's inspirations? I know tattoos inspire you, and what other things in culture and life and in your past, maybe your future, what inspires you? What brings you hope to draw, to paint, to do things?
Hope. I think it's just kind of like a whatever comes to mind at the moment thing, because I'd like to say that there's like this deep, I had a troubled childhood, and I take out all my angst in that. And I mean, though my childhood was crazy, it wasn't something that I kind of channeled into art. It was more like just a way to kind of filter out feelings and enjoy the moment and the silence. And so I draw things that just kind of, honestly, it's whatever I like at the moment.
Dope.
It's I mean, there's times where like I'll be feeling, and I'll like, I have a cool picture in mind, especially when like anniversaries of things come around. My mom died when I was young, and when that comes around, I'm like, oh, I have to do something because it'll be therapeutic, and it is. But I mean, that's usually the only time that it kind of feels like there's this deeper thing. And I just kind of use it as an escape to not think about the deeper things.
Yeah, I mean, because yeah, like there's a lot of artists that kind of pour in that pain and things like that, and some artists just use it to filter it out instead of and there's no, I would say there's no right way, there's no wrong way. It's just the way.
Yeah.
You just do it.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Hey.
Segue, baby. Yes.
I'll stick to The Mandalorian all day.
That's good. I mean, it's like, things just kind of happen for you when it comes to art. Just whatever kind of affects you in the day and things like that, or no real plan or anything like that. Just
whatever your muse speaks to you.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's what I enjoy at the moment and something that makes me feel good to kind of create. And another like kind of driving force is stuff that like I'll post it and somebody will be like, I love this. This is so cool. And that really, I mean, I'm a personality that kind of feeds off of positive feedback. As vain as it may be, it is a good feeling to have people tell you like, I love this. This is awesome. And so it just kind of drives me to keep going and doing stuff like that.
Yeah, that positive reinforcement, and more so for artists, is very important. It's sometimes just hearing somebody say, and we had, our last guest, she kind of said the same thing. It's a blessing to have even just one person in your life that just says, hey, I love your stuff. Because that's enough, that's I encourage you to continue, doing what you're doing. And it's definitely a blessing.
I like how it's Mandalorian, so like you think there's presents in that sack, but it's just Santa. That was his bounty he's collecting.
He got him.
Just enough parts to identify him.
Are you gonna make Grogu's like chest piece the robe? Are you gonna make it like red?
Yes, he's wearing Santa
Hell
clothes. Yeah. It's a Santa robe.
Hell yeah! I love it. I love it so much.
Santa.
Put that on a Christmas card. Sell it on Etsy.
Hell yeah!
Oh my gosh! Merry Christmas from the Mandalorian.
Enjoy your present. You're the next bounty.
Yeah, what would the quote be? They're gonna be like, Merry Christmas, you're the next bounty. That's a good one. My brain's not working. I had too much caffeine. I can't stop thinking about benches.
That's not how it works. That's not how caffeine works.
Are you gonna post stuff about when you go to Japan?
Yeah, I plan on it. Yeah, because and everybody keeps telling me like it's gonna be so inspiring for you. Mm-hmm. And God, I hope so. Like that would be awesome. So I hope. I'm just excited to I love to travel and try new things and see new things. So that's just going to be fun to post. I post about being in California every time I go to In-N-Out or something. It's there.
Eat another burger, In-N-Out, #love, #life. But now you're going to be like Japan, trying sushi again. In a temple.
Hate it still. Tastes like fish.
Yeah.
All these people keep squatting. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, like they squat in the corners. They either squat or they just keep trucking. I don't know how the fuck they do it. They'll walk miles.
Should I be squatting too? That would be me. Like, should I be squatting?
Is this a thing? Is this like...
Look at you like, why are you squatting next to us? Like, I thought this was the thing that you do.
Yeah, dude, I'm trying to be communal.
We're just being friendly.
You know what? What I read, though, is I can't do a lot of the things that they do. Like I can't do the bathhouses and stuff because of my tattoos.
Yeah. Oh,
and like some of them kind of look. Yeah, are they really?
Yeah, like some of they're getting better because they're like
okay.
They're like foreigners obviously aren't Yakuza because that's like no foreigners in the Yakuza.
Wait, yeah. Wait, there's Yakuza, and that's not like a jacuzzi, right? Talking about the guys that kill people, right, and cut people's.
Yakuza. That's gonna be your prompt, Mel.
Jacuzzi.
Also, like dragon tattoos
you
on a fucking
messed up now.
The water just got warm.
Oh.
Like, you just unfortunately you probably won't be able to go to like the super like culture defining ones, like the really like ancient
Yeah.
bathhouses.
Yeah.
Or I mean, you
That's
could just
fine.
like
I do want to
sneak
try
in.
though.
Haha.
Sneaking. I don't know. I don't know if you've seen, but I have a lot of tattoos.
Well, yeah, like my friend
I'm
is
actually
also
planning my next one.
Nice.
So she'll have even more tattoos. So it's like,
Yeah. I'm covered.
My friend Sierra's also covered, but she just like snuck in and then like put her head under the water like for most of the time.
Really?
Yeah, and then she already had her experience because she like snuck, she like ran in, like she ran in with like a towel. She just like ran in and then she like got in the water real fast and just put it like where her head is.
what did she do for oxygen?
Well, like where her neck is, dude. Like like her head was above the water, but like that was
Okay,
all.
her
So
head
she
was
had like
I'm
the
sorry.
experience, and then by the time she was done, she just left and like, what are you gonna do? You already did it. You can't kick me out now. I'm leaving.
I was totally thinking about it backwards. Like she had her head in the water. And
Yeah, her head's the other thing tattooed. She's like Post Malone.
other than the Mandalorian and some of the Star Wars, what other geekdom things do you like?
Well, so we have a lot of Nintendo stuff. Like we
Mario.
even found this. Yeah, we found a store here in Oceanside where I'm at that it's like a retro game store, and they have everything. I mean, so much old school. And so we got a 64, and that was fun. And then we got a GameCube, and so we keep building this collection. So I mean, we've got everything. But I mean, honestly, Pokemon. I love Pokemon. I love playing with it, and I love bonding with my kids with it. It's a whole
Including the Pokemon
fun
cards?
event that we get to have.
Aw.
I did the Pokemon cards when I was a kid, and my kids, they have their cards and stuff, but no, I don't do the Pokemon cards anymore. Now when he does like open one up and he gets a good one, I'm like, score! We got one.
I'm stealing that one for later.
It's like my personal collection. Oh yeah.
And then
Oh,
you
and-
like regret not saving the ones that you had when you were a kid, because now they're so expensive and like worth so much money, and you're like, oh, I messed up.
It's crazy
This
how
could have been
that goes.
something.
It's crazy how that goes. The same thing with comic books. Were you into comic books and stuff like that when you were younger?
No.
Comic books? Yeah, I mean, comic books are basically the same as the cards. Like you get a rare like foil cover and stuff like that, and now they're worth like the Death of Superman is something that's worth like $500-$600, maybe more if you have
See,
like.
that's crazy.
So yeah,
yeah, dude.
in the cards. I mean, the Pokemon cards are even more. Like you get
They're nerd stock, bro.
like what is it called?
That's all it is.
Charizard, like a
Charizard chair.
This Charizard, yeah, the one that sits in the chair and it bursts into
The
Wagon.
Charizard. He has a bench also now.
yeah,
Benches are.
but since he's fire, he burned half of it, so it turned into a chair.
Charizard.
So I mean,
No,
It's
no,
a
my friend,
throne.
he found out he has like a limited edition Ho-Oh, and it's like $1,000.
what?
No. Well, and
Like-
see, the thing is what do you do with it? Do you sell it, or do you
Yes.
just hold it and get to have this bragging right of the fact that I have this $1,000 card?
You sell it, and then you still have the story of like, I remember. You see this new computer. You see this down payment on a car. I paid that with Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a story. You know how I got this car? A Pokemon card.
Yeah, it's like a Pokemon
Pokemon.
card.
What's the story behind that stupid story?
Come here, grandchild. Let me tell you the story how I paid rent for 1 month with my Pokemon card. Come.
If you would have told me when I was, like 4 years old or 5 year old or whenever Pokemon was like a huge thing, that it was going to be this forever, I would have not believed you. Because, I mean, I just didn't think it would have held up this long, but
Yeah,
it is going strong. I mean, and I'm still playing. Like, we got the game for the Switch and I beat it before all of them. And
Nice.
my
You get
kid
sword
was
or
like,
shield?
sword. And my kid was like, I caught this. And I'm like, boy, I've been had that. I'm already there.
Mommy, I caught this. Get on my level, son.
You're not even on my level. And then like he got Mario Odyssey and we all beat that. And yeah, we get to nerd out with our kid, which is pretty cool because I'm glad that he likes those things. Because if I don't know, there's things that he does like, and I'm like, you're on your own, bro.
Or like
I
Among
can't.
Us, Fortnite.
Like Among Us. Oh, see, you know what? He doesn't like Fortnite, but I'll play Among Us with him. But he can talk about it for hours. Or like Minecraft. I haven't gotten into that yet, and that's all he's talking about right now because he's asking for it for Christmas. And
Minecraft.
yeah, I just don't. It's a lot.
Well, that's
Yeah,
cool.
like I mean, it's like hard to get into in the beginning. It used to be worse, but they made it more user friendly. But like, it's just it's a casual, fun little experience. It's just
That's
very
the one you
calm,
build
very
stuff,
peaceful.
right? You build a whole city or something like that.
You can build whatever. So like everything's made out of blocks. It's like basically like
Like
pre-built
Legos.
Legos. Yeah, like pre-built Legos, and you could destroy them to harvest the pieces and then build whatever you want out of blocks, like pixels. Think of the blocks like pixels,
It's digital Legos. Won't you
basically.
just get real
And like,
Legos?
Yeah.
there's like
And
at
he's told
night
me
it's
that
like
there's like a storyline and
Oh, really? Damn.
yeah,
there's like a
there-
dragon.
What?
there's the Ender Dragon you have to fight, and once you beat the Ender Dragon, you technically beat the game. But like,
That's
there's
not
no.
Legos. That is not.
That's not
Legos.
Lego.
That is not.
That's
Legos.
not Legos.
That's definitely not Legos. Legos do
The
not
coolest
have
part about
dragons,
Minecraft
but they
too
do,
is that like
you
you can create and all that, but like there's like short bursts of just extreme horror for no reason.
What?
Yeah, like there's like just it's like war. There's like it's like you just like doo doo doo, you know, doing stuff, ba ba ba, and then nighttime comes and then extreme horror pursues for no fucking reason.
Like, why is this so intense?
Oh, fun.
This is fun.
Yeah, 'cause
My
you
kid's
like,
gonna
you like
have
the-
Minecraft nightmares.
yeah, maybe because like you like it goes to night and then like it's pitch black. Well, not pitch black. It's like really dark, so you can only see like a little bit.
Aren't
in
there
front of you.
zombies?
Yeah, and all you hear is like you're like, where's that coming from? And it gets
No.
closer.
No, that's not for kids. What is?
Or you hear like the witch like.
No. Why?
I think another nerdy thing that I like is movies. I can watch any genre, I mean, my dad and my mom would kind of expose us to so many like cult classics and stuff that I would have never experienced if it wasn't for them. And so now I'm like, I have a super big appreciation for any and every movie. And I always give them a chance. Are they all good? Absolutely not.
Yeah, no, but that's what makes them great.
I give them all the opportunity to be good.
Just one chance. So what's your top?
But
three?
I was surprised. My top 3 movies,
Yeah. Well, cult classics. Let's go. Let's be
cult
very,
classics.
Yeah, let's be very specific there.
So I love Close Encounters.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Yeah, Close Encounters is good.
Yes.
That's a really good one, and it's I don't know. See, I have to like sit here and think about different cult classics.
There's a lot of really good cult classics, but there's like They Live. Pulp Fiction's technically a cult classic, I think, right? Is called Pulp Fiction a cult classic?
I would say. Well,
No,
yeah,
because it's
I
so
would say
mainstream
because-
now.
No, it's mainstream now, but when it originally came out, those like it was controversial and people were like boycotting and stuff like that. So it was definitely a cult classic. Only a few select people that loved God, why did I forget his name?
Tarantino?
Yeah, that loved Tarantino really enjoyed it because they know his humor.
Oh yeah.
So it's definitely a cult classic. Now it's just,
Now it's just a classic.
yeah.
Oh, this is like
I don't know. Now my mind's like going completely blank. I'm like, I know all these movies. I'm not lying. I swear.
no, there's no gatekeeping
now
here. We're
there's
just like, I guess you
nothing.
don't know movies.
Rapid fire. What movies?
yeah, what movies? Name the director. Name the stand-in for John Travolta and Perfect Man. I hate it when people
So-
gatekeep.
Hey man.
Gatekeep.
I hate it too. They're like, you don't know all the extras in Seven Samurai? I guess you're not a real movie buff. I'm like, oh, shut the fuck up.
Seven Samurais? Which movie is that?
You don't know Seven Samurai?
Are you gonna do this?
I'm gatekeeping you, Mel. You're done.
You're gatekeeping.
You're gatekeep, dude. The gate is closed. That's the lock. So sorry.
You don't see those samurais? You must not know the world.
Yeah, I guess you hate Japan, don't you, Mel?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know that movie either.
It's
I do
it's a big classic movie. It's really good. It's black and white.
Isn't that
Ah.
that's the same movie that they made? They based on Seven Scoundrels or something like that. That same movie. Or
Oh,
something.
the Disrespectful Seven or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I mean,
whatever Quentin Tarantino's the something seven,
hmm
the
yeah,
stinky seven
I
dwarves.
like the like not the holiday ones, but like the Halloween ones. Like I like Rocky Horror Picture Show and
Hell yeah.
what's that? Young Frankenstein is probably one of my all-time favorites.
Oh, Young
I
Frankenstein's a
love Young
classic.
Frankenstein.
that's guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
What was his name? His son.
Mel Brooks.
Is it Mel Brooks?
Yeah.
He was a doctor, right?
Oh, no, that's Willy Wonka. What's his name? Gene Wilder.
Gene
Oh,
Wilder, man. I love Gene Wilder. I can't believe I forgot his name, but Gene Wilder, and he had that movie with what's his face? Dude, I'm sorry, my brain is off. So
No, it's okay. It's okay. We'll figure it out. Charade it for me.
Very good comedian. Eddie Murphy was very, very inspired by him.
Richard Pryor.
Yes. The movie where they switched or something like that, where he was his assistant or something like that. Yeah.
Richard Pryor.
And
Name another character. I
Google
another
it.
person. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Richard.
I'll just Google that shit, man.
Richard Pryor.
Gene Wilder movies. It like popped up instantly. Silver Streak?
I think
Stir
so.
Crazy?
Yeah, no, I think it's Silver Street. Hold on, Gene.
They're in a lot of movies together.
Yeah, I got
Blazing
Stir Crazy,
Saddles, See No Evil, Hear No Evil.
Blazing Saddles. I think it's just Gene Wilder, not Richard Pryor.
I think it's where he switched. Hold on.
Oh, I was thinking about Face Off with Nicolas Cage.
Yo,
Sorry.
come on, that's a horribly good movie. I love that movie. It's so
Face Off. You know who my mom loved that movie. She would watch it every time it came on cable and she was like, this movie's the best.
Yeah,
I love
It's
this
not
movie. My
good,
favorite
Mom.
part's when Nicolas Cage grabs the nun's butt. I
like
love that
one
part.
and Con Air. I like Nicolas Cage movies like Con Air. I love Con Air, man. Like Nicolas Cage,
Give me the bear!
he's so awesome. Like he's
My favorite Nicolas Cage movie is The Rock.
The Rock. Yeah.
Oh, The Rock is good.
Oh,
That's the one with Sean Connery, right?
yes.
We have to go to the
Yeah, oh, R.I.P.
R.I.P. Oh,
R.I.P.
man, I can't
He's
believe
old.
that's horrible.
Nicholas.
This just went all downhill. Damn it.
Nicholas.
Sad.
have to get on the rock, Nicholas.
So many legends lost this year. Like seriously, this has been a rough year.
I
They're just
know,
old.
2020.
I think Sean Connery was like 90, wasn't he?
I mean, still, he should have been like 100.
Yeah, well,
The average
it's
lifespan
James
for
Bond.
humans
He
80.
gets to live as long as he wants.
Exactly. Exactly. It's crazy. I love what is League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
A League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
It was so bad, but so good.
He's good.
The only thing I remember about League of
That's
Extraordinary
the best
Gentlemen
movie.
is, was it Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde when he's like Mr. Hyde, he's like fighting a thing, he just says Nemo like 9 times when he's in this fight. Like near the end, he's like hulking out, fighting another Hulk. He's like, Nemo! It's the only thing I remember from that movie.
The thing is with that movie is that it's not the fact that it's good, because it's okay. It's not a great movie, but the fact that you see like the invisible, you don't see the Invisible Man because he's invisible. But you see like,
Thanks for clearing that up.
I love that the Invisible Man is actually invisible. My favorite part.
you know what? I'm just gonna stop.
It's like not fake
No.
invisible like the Predator. You can see him in the tree. He wavy. That fake invisible.
Bro, none of my reasoning is working. Like the Invisible Man, well, once you see him, well, actually you don't see him. Like, duh, he's invisible.
You're talking about like when he puts the cream on and you can see his face, because that shit was sick.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's just having those type of characters on screen and just matching the comic book and stuff like that. It's pretty cool to see. Like, you know how they try to do the Tom Cruise Mummy and then make it a whole like
the what's it
Monsterverse?
called? The Monsters of something. The
Yeah.
Monsters of Horror.
Universal
Universe or
Monsters,
whatever.
yeah.
Universal Monsters or whatever.
They try to do the same thing, but it's just it doesn't have the same vibe. But seeing those type of characters, you know, like what's his name, Dorian, all those.
Yeah, Dorian. I forgot who Nemo is. Nemo's like the dude with the boat. He's like the super rich guy with the turban. Sean Connery's character.
It's a little orange fish that has a small fin.
Yeah.
He gets lost.
I need to find my dad.
That's a cult classic. That's just a classic.
It is a classic. You can't go
Dr.
wrong with
Jekyll.
Nemo.
There's people who actually dislike Nemo, and I feel like they're sociopaths.
Sociopath.
The fish?
Man.
Social path.
Leave him alone. He's tired.
They're psychic, and they also like paths.
I'm a sociopath. As long as I'm within like a social construct, I am psychic. I can
Why
predetermine
can't they be
events in
both?
society.
They're social, and they like walking. Okay.
Oh, that's another cult classic that I don't like is the ghost. What is it? Christmas Carol. I don't like
Christmas
it.
Carol.
Oh, like
I am not a fan.
I mean, you just have to find the right version. There's like 90 million versions of it.
Yeah, they've made it so many different times. I don't know. I just can't get behind it. Like,
You gotta
this
watch
man's
the
a grumpy
Muppet
old
one.
man. We're not going to give him another. The Muppet one. You sound like
Gotta
my
watch the Muppet
stepmom.
one. You have to like the Muppet one.
Every Muppet movie is
It's
great.
the best one.
It's the
Do
best
what?
Christmas Carol.
Every single Muppet movie is great. I can't like. I love them.
No, Treasure Island is superior to them all.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Tim
I
Curry.
love Treasure Island.
Whichever Jason Segel was in, I like that one.
Jason Segel
Oh,
was in
that's
a
like a newer one.
Yeah, the new
Yeah,
Muppet
that
movie.
was like way, way later.
I just love Jason Segel. That's it. He's awesome.
He is. He's good.
He's like my
He's a good actor.
My favorite movie is I have two favorite movies of him. Forgetting Sarah Marshall and
Yep.
Yes. What is it called? Yes. No, it's not called Yes.
Are you talking about the one where he's like the groomsman for Paul Rudd?
Yeah, he's.
I like that one.
I Love You, Man.
I Love You, Man. Yeah.
I Love You, Man.
Oh, man, I love those movies.
That's a good one.
Made me crack up. He's like, "Fuck you, Hulk."
Lou Ferrigno.
Lou Ferrigno, he just fucked the Hulk. It makes me laugh. I would never forget that. It's just so funny. That's when I him and Seth Rogen, all those guys. They're so awesome.
Did Jason Segel get a start on Freaks and Geeks too?
What?
I read something that said that.
Yeah, Jason Segel, Seth Rogen.
Oh, he did.
James
Franco.
What's the skinny kid from Scott Pilgrim?
Michael Cera.
Yeah, Michael Cera.
I don't.
Michael
He's
Cera
such a,
wasn't in
like-
Freaks and Geeks. He would have been in his dad's ballsack at that point.
No. hell
Yeah,
no.
he was a
old.
baby.
Hold on, he was in Freaks and Geeks. He's in there.
No. Oh, Shia LaBeouf's in Freaks and Geeks.
Michael.
Michael
No, he's not.
Shia LaBeouf, yeah.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, he was Herbert the. He's probably like a single character. Hold on, I'm looking at the IMDb. Herbert the something. Herbert.
Michael
I
Cera.
That was like a short-lived show too.
Yeah, but it started a lot of careers.
Oh, Martin Starr, Sam.
Yeah, it
Lutfi.
really did.
I love this, Mel. You should always like get like no sleep, and then we'll do this, and it's just like your insane ramblings. Michael Cera.
Jessica Campbell.
Just Muppets.
I love Muppets, Jason Segel and James Franco. And
I don't think I ever saw the Muppets with Jason Segel.
It's good. It's cute.
yeah, it's really good. Yeah. And there's Forgetting Sarah Marshall. He did like this Muppet type of show type situation. That was him. Like that. He actually loves Muppets and puppetry and stuff. Like
Oh yeah,
that.
yeah, his little vampire opera.
Yeah. Remember.
Yeah.
Song and everything. Yes, he wrote all that stuff. That's all him. That's like his passion. It's weird, but it's lovely,
Hey, whatever floats your boat, man.
right? And if it's Muppet,
Whatever boats your float, dude.
Dude.
Okay, I think that's as good as this sketch is gonna get for this thing.
Oh, it's so cute. I love it so much. I think a little pimp cane candy cane. You got Santa's body in a sack. Oh,
Look how Mando is looking,
I'll say help.
looking down.
ho ho, help me. Ho ho, help.
Mando's looking down like I want a cookie. Just
Yeah, it's just like, where do you get the cookie? I want a cookie.
Where
What
did
the
he
fuck?
get? Where's the table with the cookies? And where is it?
You're like, look at this motherfucker. I'm doing all the work. He's sitting here eating a cookie.
I'm sure
Isn't it the way it is, though?
That's true.
he's gonna go throw up later.
Why do they keep making him
Oh,
such
I know,
a
poor
brat?
baby.
He stole that kid's macaroon. That kid looked poor.
No, he asked nicely for the macaroon, and the kid told him no. He
Of course,
deserved to
those
have
are
his
his. He's like,
macaroons
look, this is the
taken.
only food I have for this entire week, and he's just like, fuck you, kid.
He really didn't ask. He went, yeah, like,
Yeah.
mine. And then he said, you know what? I'm gonna take it because I'm a bully.
Yeah, he's big bully.
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
Oh, this is what happens when you hang out with fucking Mando too long, dog.
Like, I'm bigger than you in the force.
I want it, I take it.
He's eating like an endangered species egg.
He's like, I take a shiny ball from a Mandalorian. I could take your cookies.
Yeah, 1v1 me right now.
His little ball.
Take all your cookies.
Oh, I hope someone makes a fan art about
Oh,
Grogu
do we
opening a
want the-
Christmas present. It's just the little ball.
Oh.
Oh, I
so
know. Yeah, a
cute.
little present.
It's so cute.
I just want a little silver ball. That's it. Thank you.
It's my specialty is presents you didn't know.
Yeah, you didn't know. My boxes are immaculate. Bows. Beyond human recognition, bows.
All I've been doing are Christmas commissions. I'm like, all I've been doing. I have one more Christmas commission and I'm done.
Boom. You just did another one technically like right now.
Yeah, no, this is fun though.
You're gonna post this on your
This is Grogu.
Hell yeah. So people are gonna
I
ask
love
for you to be
him.
like, yo, let me get that on a postcard form, thanks.
So as far as commissions, have you been doing a lot of commissions as of late, or?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, and it still like to this day blows my mind when somebody pops up in my messages like, "Are you taking commissions?" And I'm at the point now where like I'm like, "Look, I'm closed. I can't take anybody else on right now." And the fact that I get to do that it's mind blowing. I started this, like I said, for something for me to do as an individual, and I was like, well, I can, I started sketching these really awful, like, hold on, like egghead pictures where I would like draw these heads and I would like do their faces and I would like make it look very vaguely like them, like characters. And I did like families, and I would send them to like people that I followed or people that I was friends with for free. And I'm like, look, I made this for you. And they would post it. And that kind of like built up this, people started following me, and then they were like, well, how much do you, and people were like, well, how much do you charge for these? And I'm like, oh, $5. I was just trying to like do something for fun. And then people started saying, well, I'll pay you for this.
That's beautiful.
And so they started, and it kind of built into this thing. And the thing is, and I'm sure Mel can say the same thing. It's like when people bought my stuff forever ago, and I think somebody else that was on here said the same thing. I want to take it back and be like, I am so sorry that you paid money for this, because I am so much better than what I was.
Like, let me redo it for you on the down low. Like.
Yeah, like it'll be for free. Just trade me. Don't ever share this ever again. And so it's kind of at the point now where like I'm growing every day, but the fact that people pay me for art is ridiculous. And it's fun because I'll do like specials, and I'll have Christmas, like I did a whole bunch of Christmas cards. Like I make a template, and people are like, oh, I want this color, and I just want my family of 4, or me and my dog. And so I get to draw their little family, and then they send them out as Christmas cards, which is just more like putting my name out there more, because I'll be like, who did this for you?
Yeah, and it's
so
to have an original and have something that's custom like that. That's something that people look for. And like you said, word of mouth that's gold. It is gold, because nothing is more valuable than somebody saying, yeah, this is legit, this is good. And it more so somebody they know. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. And honestly, your art it's you don't see your art anywhere else. It's something that you may see like Hallmark have, but not as personalized, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
And not as stylized, because you have this very, very unique style as far as colors, the form of your characters, eyes, all those things. Those are all you. That's something that you have that only by your hand you're able to create. And it's something that's valuable, man, to have somebody buy something from you and then pass it out to their friends and family for holidays. That's dope as hell. That's so original.
It is. It's a cool feeling. And the characters, the eyes, man, the eyes. And it's so funny because I've made it like apparent that I've just started like as of the past like 4 months doing eyes because I freaking hate eyes. I hate them because so I was doing them like this, like the cute little, like, look at me.
Yeah.
And then somebody said, can you do eyes? And I'm like, well, I mean, I could try. And the thing is like, you have to kind of make eyes that match your style. And it was really hard for me to figure out a type of eye to match my style. And I'm still working on it, but it's slowly getting there. But now people are like, you just started doing eyes. I'm like, oh God, it's just embarrassing. My eyes.
But like you said, it starts slowly but surely kind of evolving into fitting into your style and things like that. How, just to kind of a segue, how long have you, in general sense, how long have you, been drawing with the iPad and Procreate? Like, what's the timeline?
So I got my iPad a year ago, or a little over a year. It was August or September. No, it was earlier than that. It was like summer of a year ago. So 2019. We were at this like carnival that was on base before, COVID and stuff. And there was these girls and there was like this huge line. They were like, we make comics of you guys. And I was like, what? And so we stood in this line, and it was free because it was all paid for by the Marine Corps. And so we stood in this line, and they had these like templates set up, and it was just these like real simple panels, and they had like buildings in the background, and then they had like a pre-drawn body of like this. You had choices of, there was like a Lilo and Stitch one. There was a Incredibles one, and then they would like look at your face and they would draw your face in this cool little form, and then they would plug it into the scene. And it was just so cool because they did it it was like a caricature of you, and you would be an Incredible, or you would be hugging Stitch. And I was like, this is so, I asked them questions. I was like, how, what is this? And they told me what it was, and instantly I was like, this is so cool. So I started watching like YouTube videos and stuff, and I was like, because I didn't even have an iPad. And so my lovely grandparents sent me an iPad because they're like, follow your dream. And I was like, thanks guys. and then and it's so cool because Procreate, it costs $10, and I've made that back tenfold. It's just so cool because I get to like do something that I love every day, and it's way more convenient, like I said, being a mom, that I can like whip this out and do what I want and then put it away, instead of like pulling out all my supplies to like actually physically paint and do stuff. This is just, it goes with me. I can do it whenever I want or need to. So, but it's been a little over a year. And let's not go, please, for my sake, don't go back and start posting my old art, because it's just,
we should.
sad. It's sad.
No, I love
it's
your
upsetting.
like I know that you said that like the reason why you did that like eye thing was because of you couldn't draw the eyes at the time, but it gives such a vibe to your pieces. Like, yeah, it gives character. It gives a style.
Everybody's happy.
Yeah, like it's just like a calling
looking
card
into
thing.
the sun.
Yeah, everyone's just like, it's like they look so content. They look so happy. And I also love the way that you use colors. I know I said this before, but it's like a muted, very peaceful, very relaxing, like colors.
Thanks.
Like you have a bunch of colors, but they're like muted to like the best degree. Like it's a masterful mute, if that makes sense.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
My masterful muting.
Yeah. Like I feel like if I ever have anxiety, I'm just gonna go on your page and just like look at it and be like, it's gonna be okay.
You can look at one of my most proud, and it was like a concept that I came up with. It was the serial killers watching movies on Halloween because they couldn't go out for quarantine. And so they're like, one's carving a pumpkin and stuff. And so that was kind of like a stray away from my like happy, positive. It was like the killers are watching movies.
It's still positive though, they're watching movies.
I know. One's eating a caramel apple. Michael Myers is cutting a pumpkin open.
Oh,
poor Freddy Krueger is just
so
passed
cute.
out on the couch.
I've seen it.
That's Freddy Wood.
Passed out.
As Freddy would.
Dude, I love this.
I like one of the recent ones that you have, the one that you're announcing, your move over to Japan. I like
Oh,
the combination of all those characters. It's so because it kind of shows all of your skills in one shot. I know that it's meaningful as well, but it also it puts on display that the growth. Because I've looked at
no, yeah.
and it's all good. It's all good because as artists we continue growing every day. Every day that we draw and paint or even just watch YouTube
Yeah.
videos, we're growing, we're evolving. So yeah, I mean, I think being proud of your old work, and even though it's sometimes embarrassing, it's important looking back and saying,
Embarrassed.
like looking back and saying, hey, I've come very far.
Well, and that's why sometimes I like to do like I'll make something similar to what I made before. Like I did the Grinch yesterday. Or I posted the Grinch yesterday, and I did a Grinch a year ago, and just kind of like putting them side by side. It's a really like it's a driving force for me because I get to be like, look how crappy that was last year, and look at it now, and his eyes are open. That's a feat all in itself.
His eyes are
eyes
open.
being freaking open.
And
You're
it's,
like, yes,
and it's not
no
even,
more sun.
seeing, like you said, it's not, but it's not crappy though. It's not crappy at all. It was your style still evolving at that moment. And
Yeah.
I really like the Monica. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You know which one I mean?
Monica.
I love Monica.
Yes,
It's
my
like,
turkey head.
that's
My
one of
turkey head.
with the sun.
Oh, I see it.
Yes.
Yeah, she's one that I also did twice. I did her last year and then I did her this year. And it is, I mean, like I said, it's just it's motivating to me to be like, because it's kind of like you watch people grow, but you don't see their actual growth until you like take a step back
Yep.
and like kind of put it in front of you. And so I'm sitting here doing this every day, and I don't kind of see it until I kind of side by side it, and I'm like, okay, good. This isn't all for nothing.
Like, wow, look at where I've come from. Crazy.
In your eyes, I mean, the girl with the coffee. I would say
Oh
that.
yeah.
That the eyes. Look at the eyes there. You don't have the mouth in there. You hardly have the nose, but you have the eyes, and they are expressive. And that's the thing. You can do a lot. And I would say you're. I don't want. I hate categorizing people's styles, but it's almost minimalist in a bit.
Yeah.
And but to be able to add so much emotion and a story and even a voice and something minimal is huge. So just know you have it. You have that skill there, and it's continuously evolving and growing. Because those eyes are wonderful. I really like that one. Like that's your profile pic, and I like
Yeah, it
my
is.
favorite because the sweater too. The sweater, the swiggles, like you can see the swiggles in the sweater and stuff like that. I don't know. It's I don't know if swiggles is a real word.
Swiggles.
Dude, it conveyed
It is
exactly what you
today.
meant, and I agreed. So Swiggles is now a word.
Swiggles is a word.
Yeah, she was one I was debating when you asked for like the picture. I was like, she's cute and I like her, and she's everything that I embody is a big giant cup of coffee.
Hell
But
yeah.
I like your choice.
I
though.
like my good vibes. Yeah.
Yeah, I like your choice though. Your choice is it works very very well as as your icon, I guess you can say. But
I like that you described it as minimal because I very rarely do backgrounds. I don't and when I do it's a task. Like even with my like what my ET Mandalorian and Baby Yoda, I don't typically do like a huge scene. It's usually like very minimal. So I like that to describe my style, I think. Minimal.
I mean, it's very clean as well. Sometimes a background can take away from your main focus. It's very clean, and I like the way that you do it. I like that you add kind of like I don't. I'm not gonna use Andre's word, muted.
Well, isn't that what the color scheme is? It's
But
like,
anyways, I am gonna use it.
I
I like the muted.
I like to think of it as soft.
Oh yeah,
soft.
they're
Colors.
kind of they're soft and they're almost pastel, but not. They're in the same.
Yeah.
They're like the warmer side of pastels, and that's
Yeah.
that's kind of what you see when you have those type of backgrounds and the color choice that you have. It's just more of the yellowish, warm side of it. Yeah.
Oh my
It's
god, I love him. Look at Grogu with the little ET basket.
Oh, I know. I can't take credit for that idea. That was my brother's idea. I was like, I need to do something with Halloween, and I wanted to, like, what can he dress up as? And instantly my brother was like, you need to put him in a basket and have him be with Elliot. And I'm like, that's genius.
You're like, oh my
I
god.
love it. So now he's a little ET and the Mandalorian is Elliot.
Would you say ET is one of your faves too?
I do love ET. And I think, because you, like, I want to be able to show my kids all these things, and you have to wait for them to be like old enough to actually care to watch them, because I still can't get them to watch Star Wars, and it's frustrating. My youngest son is freaking named Luke, and he won't watch Star Wars with me. So
Come on,
Don't you want to see your namesake? Do not.
Yeah.
He has a laser sword and your name.
Yeah, we try, but they're still not there yet. My oldest does. I mean, he loves Grogu, or he refuses to call him Baby Yoda.
Wait, he refuses to call him Baby Yoda, really?
Or no, he refuses to call him Grogu. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
He refuses to call him Grogu. He was like, "This is Baby Yoda."
Baby.
I mean, he is a baby. So Andre, prompt master, what's my prompt, bro?
The same
Yeah.
thing. Just like, you have to see what is your, temp Santa. Turtles?
Turtles?
Turtle. Are you doing Ninja Turtles, Santa?
I heart turtles.
Are you
We
doing
all heart
Tim
turtles.
the Zombie Kid? What are you doing?
Let's see. I don't know.
You should do the Mandalorian and Grogu in a jacuzzi in Japan with somebody like squatting next to them. Just watching them in the jacuzzi.
Yeah, with Emily squatting next to
Oh
them.
my
Like,
God.
I can squat.
Oh my god.
I can't. I'm
Yeah.
squatting next to the bathhouse because I can't get in with all my tattoos. I just have to chill. I'm squatting.
Squatting will happen. Oh, where's my...
Another cool thing about Japan though is like when I was walking around Tokyo in the city, I was just walking whatever, and I'm like, cool city, cool city, cool city. And then I saw like these steps that lead to like the clouds almost. Like they were just steps, and they were so high up that I couldn't see where it like carved off and what was up there. And I was like, huh, neat. So I climbed up these steps, and it took me like 5 minutes. I'm
I
fat.
wonder where these go.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm a fat boy. It took me like 5 minutes to get up the steps, and I'm like at the top. I'm I'm panting and I'm heaving, and there's just like a Shinto temple, like in the middle of the city.
Really?
Yeah, in Akihabara. Like I was just walking, and then I was like, huh, steps, and then I kept walking, and I was like, ha, temple, and I accidentally crashed someone's wedding.
What?
You should have just like hopped in the background and taken pictures.
I
I'm here.
mean, you probably find me in the background of some other pictures because I didn't know what was going on. But like, I was just like, man, everyone's dressed super fancy to go to this temple, and I'm like in normal street clothes. I'm like, huh, all right, whatever. So I'm just like wandering around.
Hey Andre, what do they call the Americans in Japan? They have a specific name.
Oh, gaijins.
Gaijins, yeah. What is that gaijin in the background?
Yeah, like what part of the family is that gaijin from?
My husband deployed there, and he said that sometimes they don't even call them kaijins; they just say round eye.
Hell yeah, round eye.
They get ya. They're like, get out. This is what the mistake that I made is that I didn't like go and get any formal training. It was learn how to do bodies and stuff. So I think that's going to be my next goal, is to try and find, even if it's like on Patreon or something, find a class that I can like just learn more, because I want to be able to do more than I can do now.
Not a mistake.
Because
Everyone has their own
I never
path.
learned.
Yeah. I mean, I'm self-taught. I don't have any formal schooling at all. I'm self-taught. Like I learned by making a lot of mistakes, basically.
Yeah.
There's no right way of learning how to do art.
Yeah.
Just doing it.
The only mistake you can make as an artist is thinking that you're done learning. That's it.
Exactly right. That is wisdom.
Yeah. And I took a huge gap I would like dabble and like play around, but I never like did it day to day. I went from like taking art in high school to just stopping. And the way that I got into art in high school was really, really funny. I followed a boy to a physics class. He wanted to take physics. I was like, that's the only, because he was a grade up than me. And I was like, I'll take physics too. And he goes, this will be great. I was failing like 2 weeks in. I had no idea what was going on.
Physics.
And so, yes, I was just awful. And the teacher looked at me and she was like, you only have 1 more week left to drop if you want to drop. And I'm like, I want to drop. So I was like, I'll just do another elective. And so I took art. And since then I was like hooked. But it was funny because it wasn't this like, I was born into it and I've always been good. It was just like, I found something and I sucked then. I tried to they made us do these like paper mache like figures. And I was like, a girl jump roping. And so I had to like make this, we got like this wood platform and slowly it was forming and I made the girl, but I couldn't get her arms right. So it ended up being somebody in a straitjacket.
Hell yeah.
And she like, the teacher loved it so much because I like made her have really crazy wild hair. Like she was running and she was like in this little straitjacket and this like, I painted the wood to look like a white room. So it went from happy to real depressing quick. But then ever since then, I just loved doing art.
It's like an allegory. So like you were looking, you were like, oh, I'm gonna do physics because boy, right? So they're like love, and then fate was just like, you're gonna fail physics, bro. Don't worry about it because you didn't do it. You didn't like acknowledge yourself, right? You didn't do it for yourself, and then you're like, I'm gonna take an elective.
No, I
it's gonna
didn't.
be art. And then you're like, cool, I can do, like, I'm doing this now. And then the teacher, they're like, you did something about, an insane person. So it's mental health. And so like, you've basically projected, you like foreshadowed yourself like years in the past. Because now you're doing art for yourself, for your mental health.
I'm mentally unstable for sure.
I feel like you have to be at least a little bit to create.
Yeah,
yes.
A little bit out there.
Everybody has a background and a past, and it just makes it all the better.
One thing that I can say for sure is, and art is not something that you're just born with. It's definitely not. It's you have latent powers, latent talent.
Latent psychic powers.
You can definitely have latent talent, but as far as if you don't, like, every kid draws. Every kid does as a kid and draws something. But if what the difference is the kids that keep drawing, the ones that keep refining their skill, which means that art is something that you can learn. So going to school or taking classes or YouTube videos, doesn't matter what level of skill you think you're in, is the point, or it's continuing to grow. It's continuing to learn. That's the whole point of it. Everything else is just extra.
Yeah, that's for sure. Somebody just asked me the other day, because I posted, like, asked me a question, and somebody was like, can I still get Procreate if I'm not like an artist? And I'm like, well, it's a skill that's like learned. It's not something, it's just like any other skill. You have to practice and get better and like put work into it. It's not something that just kind of like grasps onto you. Now, there are people that are like savants and they just are magically just wonderful artists. And you watch these YouTube videos and you're like, who is this kid? But I mean, for most people, it's a skill that's learned and you kind of have to like grow yourself. And there's so many opportunities and places to go and write like on your iPad to learn different tricks and new things to do. So you're exactly right. It's a skill that has to be practiced and like you have to work for it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly right. And that's the main word, right? That you have to work for it. It's gonna get hard. Young artists, if you're listening, it's gonna get hard. Art is fun. It's it could be easy sometimes, but most of the time, there's tears. You're gonna cry. Like
Use those tears to fuel the paint.
Yeah, and then you're gonna
cry into the paint bucket.
You're gonna cry. You're gonna bleed into the paint, and you're gonna have the perfect crimson.
Exactly. Bleed into the paint. Bleed.
Wait, it's Japan. Do they celebrate Christmas?
Yeah, they do. It's really big over there. You also, the thing that they did, thanks to good old USA capitalism and marketing, you have to call 2 months in advance to buy KFC
Mother.
Chicken, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a huge thing over there to eat KFC in Christmas because of marketing campaigns.
Isn't that crazy? I'm
You know,
a part of like this group on Facebook because as soon as we found out we were moving, I was like, I need to know as much as I can. So I joined this like Iwakuni Wives for like the military base. And everybody's like, did you get your KFC? How do we order it? And I'm like, what is happening? Like all these people are freaking out about ordering KFC, but it's a thing.
Yeah, because of us.
Oh, good old USA.
Yeah, let's go capitalism.
America.
You can't go wrong with KFC though. I can eat KFC all day.
Hell yeah.
Chicken.
Especially because it's different over there. Like, oh, back to like a way earlier conversation when Mel said that I ate McDonald's and KFC and stuff. So I didn't eat KFC unfortunately, but I did have McDonald's, and it's different there. It's way better.
Yeah. Is
Like,
it better?
Yeah, like it doesn't taste better. It tastes about on par, but a little worse because they don't put like salt and it's all natural. And you need your fake shit. Like they put cocaine in McDonald's over here and shit. But like, I went there and I was like excited, and then my friend was just like, his name's Eric. He was like, okay, just order your McDonald's, but just know that we're only coming here once. So I got 5 hamburgers, and I was expecting to eat these hamburgers and then die because I'm used to American McDonald's. I felt fine. I ate those 5 hamburgers. I walked 6 miles that day, and I was 100% okay. Didn't throw up. Didn't feel nauseous. It's different.
It's
See, I wish we would have done that in Italy because we passed the McDonald's and I wanted to try it, but we never ended up doing it.
Dude, I heard they have like a marinara burger or something, like a chicken parmesan.
It's crazy that you eat.
I could do chicken parm on a sandwich, but a marinara burger, I don't know.
That's why I got 5 because I'm expecting half of these to be ass.
Like you eat McDonald's and you're expecting to die. How bad is that we know for a fact that stuff is so bad for you, but you still eat it?
Of course.
We still eat it. That's
Of
the
course.
thing.
It's killer, but hey, let's eat it.
Look, man, the guy from Super Size Me ate it for 3 months,
As
3 meals a day,
He's fine.
and he's still alive.
Remember the fact that he had like a medical condition suddenly that he didn't.
Yeah. I mean, but he ate it for 3 months, 3 meals a day.
He didn't die. No,
Yeah.
he almost died. That's it. Almost.
And I eat it, once a week. That's like super cutting losses there, dude. We're fine. I'll be fine.
I saw a funny meme. It was talking about Jared from Subway, and he was talking like it was like he made it okay for us to eat a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
It's like a full-on loaf of bread. He made it fine.
Marketing, dude. Marketing. It's a wonder. It's a masterpiece. It's awful. It's amazing.
See, I posted the other day, and Mel said that his favorite Christmas movie, even though he's like doesn't do Christmas, is what did you say it was? It was
Die Hard?
Christmas story.
No, Christmas Story. Yeah, you'll shoot your eye out.
Shoot your eye out, kid.
Fantastic.
With what's his name? Ralphie. Ralphie's my boy.
Ralphie, yeah. Oh, the little the pink bunny pajamas.
Yeah, and his little brother.
Such a good movie.
With that, his mother's just horrible. Just she put on that huge coat on her brother, on his.
Oh yeah.
I can't move. I can't move. Oh, I can't move.
I've actually never seen the entirety of Christmas Story.
What?
Yeah, I know how it ends. I know like the beats of it, and I know some of the jokes, like the lamp that's like a woman's leg.
Oh yeah, the leg lamp. Fragile.
Right here.
How like the movie, the entire movie, they're like, "You'll shoot your eye out, kid," and then he finally
he
gets
ends
the
up getting
BB
it.
gun, and he shoots his
Yep.
eye out.
So what Christmas movie do you watch every
Die Hard.
year? Die Hard. I knew you were gonna say it. I told you I know you, Andre.
Die Hard and
knew
Harry
it.
Potter every time.
Harry Potter.
Hell yeah, because they're both the same movie. It's just a person trying to avoid Alan Rickman.
Isn't that just life?
Yeah. Like Harry Potter's actually a continuation on Die Hard, if you didn't know. Why do I remember all this shit? Coffee's a crazy drug. Holy shit.
Did you inject yourself?
Oh, I butt chugged it, dude. I like completely avoided
Oh my
liver.
god.
I did a
got a
California
funnel.
staple. Yeah, exactly. She knows. See, she knows. I did the California staple, dude.
I don't know any of those terms. And
So like, there's people usually like white rich people with the like butt chug like
Ah, yeah.
coffee, so they can get like a crazy high of caffeine because it bypasses the liver, so you don't filter it, so you just get a pure shot into your bloodstream.
But
That's just too much work, man.
Yeah, I mean they're they're
don't worry about the
crazy
amount
and
of work
rich.
it takes.
It's like coffee enema time.
last
Let's
thing-
go.
That's the last thing I'm worried
That's the
about,
word, enema.
how much work it takes to get, a freaking liquid in your butt.
Why, Mel? You know from experience?
No, I'm just saying that's the last thing I was worried about. It's like, oh, it takes a lot of work. No, like there's liquid up your butt. That's not the thing you want.
It takes about an hour, but then you're buzzed for the whole day, dog.
But
Pass.
Yeah, no.
I like the old-fashioned way.
I like to drink my coffee and then pee it out.
like a normal
Like a normie.
Yeah.
a normal person. Like a normal person should.
Oh, it's a single tub.
You could put Manda
Just
squatting.
chilling. Watching him. Oh,
He's
there
like-
should be like a rubber ducky. He's having bath time. Look at him. Oh, he's so relaxed. He's so relaxed. Look at the baby.
Oh, that's so cute.
Well, see, it's hard because you don't know what, like, we haven't seen Grogu's anatomy. We just see him in these saggy robes.
He's getting nipples.
Yeah, I don't even think you've seen Yoda shirtless.
Yeah.
Nobody does want to see Yoda shirtless.
I'll do it for you, dude. I got you, Doug.
No, nobody wants to see that.
I do. I want to see what it looks like. I hope he's ripped.
I have to know.
Gains I have. Lift you do
Games.
not. Oh, someone put him on the body of the Hulk from the Avengers. It's disgusting.
There you go, yeah.
Why is he so ripped in all of these? He's so buff.
I feel like he wouldn't be.
Yeah, right? He's like a
I
little
feel like he'd be
saggy
like
man.
saggy.
Yes, I'm gonna say yes. Oh, you made Grogu.
Oh, but look, he's ripped.
He's so ripped.
He's a little chubby boy.
That's the clothes, dude. It's just the clothes.
It's just the clothes. Just
Words
him
you
drawing
cannot say
Grogu in the
a
tub.
YouTube Video.
In silence.
I was hoping to sway this my way so I could draw Grogu, or I was gonna either, because I mean, that's all me and Mel talk about. I'll write him every time I watch The Mandalorian. I'm like, what just happened? And so I knew I could sway it my way with Grogu, but if it wasn't gonna go that way, I was gonna go straight Studio Ghibli and try and get as I'll draw Totoro, I'll draw Kiki's Delivery Service, I'll do any of it. I had to sway it my way because y'all were doing those like Star Wars aliens, and I was like, there's no freaking way I can't do those guys.
It's funny. Three of our 4 episodes have been Star Wars based.
That is funny.
Then-
I think it's because it's just so fresh.
We're Star nerds, dude.
And then another one. What was it? Furries. Yeah, furries. We did furries.
Right. Yeah. I have gathered that that's a thing in y'all's episodes.
Yep. It happened.
It's a big thing in art, dude.
It's a big thing in art.
Yeah, I haven't hit that wall of like that rite of passage to deal with that kind of thing.
Hell yeah. Right.
My clients want me to draw their dogs, but that's as
Can you draw
deep
my
as it
dog as a
gets.
big, sexy buff man? Thank you.
yeah.
Draw my dog, but make him sexy. Like what? Grogu, what are you doing, buddy? I didn't know you were so buff.
How much you lift, Grogu? Is that the egg diet? Is that what it is?
It's the egg diet.
The egg diet. All frog eggs.
Gotta give him those shoulders and traps.
Oh look, he's hot because of the tub.
Yeah,
He's all rosy.
it's all rosy because of tub. It's nice and
Why
warm.
he's so... Would this be considered sexual?
What, this?
Yeah. Look
No.
how fluffy.
No. So you don't do art, Andre?
No.
No.
He does. Comedy's an art.
It is. You are very funny.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it.
I
Yeah,
was
but-
telling Mel that y'all's dynamic is perfect.
Hell yeah. I antagonize him, and then he curses me to evil spirits in editing bay.
Then I edited him out completely out of a show.
I love how hyper realistic his hand is.
I know.
Like we got like a cartoony
So
Grogu and a duck, and then
good.
just like a hyper realistic hand.
I love it. Hands are so hard.
Yeah.
Hands and
Hands and
feet.
feet. Yeah, those are a running theme that we have here. Hands and feet are horrible.
Yeah.
Finger up and down.
You cannot shoot me, Mr. Duck. No, no.
Don't do that.
And little Grogu's oblivious as usual.
Of course.
Just
He's like,
enjoying his bath.
I don't speak this language. I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. I'm just relaxing with my super swole body.
Is he gassy?
He is gassy. All the froggies that he's eating.
You know, from all the eggs.
Oh, I know. His little eggs. I was dying that episode. Every egg he ate. And I'm like, I thought she was going to get him. I thought the frog lady was just going to kill him.
Yeah, right. Although, thank God for that episode. It helped quell my wife's fear of lizards.
Really?
Yeah, like she's still afraid of them. I don't know why she's so afraid of them. It's like a gecko, and she'll like freak out, and I'm like, bro, you don't even freak out this badly for roaches. Like, but a gecko?
You know what? I kind of geckos are kind of, I don't know. There's a lot of.
I think they're adorable.
They're so cute, and that lady was cute.
From a distance.
Yeah, she was. She was cute.
I mean, she was okay because she was a humanoid and an alien. That's fine, but an actual gecko, nah, can't fuck with that.
The only thing I don't
need me
like
a
about them is
fursona
their
gecko.
tails. It's like their tails are just as big as their head, right? That freaks me out.
I
Some
think
of them,
it's
yeah.
transparent. Like,
Yeah.
you can see
Like
their-
a leopard gecko, they got fat old tails.
Yeah. See, when I was a kid, I lived in New Mexico, and all we did was catch those like horned lizards.
Ooh.
We call them horny toads, but that's
Oh,
not
the
their
ones that
name.
shoot blood out of their eye?
Yeah. See, we didn't know they did that. We just caught them and put them in coffee cans. So like I was fine with lizards. Do we not watch Studio Ghibli? Am I alone?
Yeah.
No, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm like,
I
what?
love Totoro. That movie made me upset though. That's why I didn't say anything. I'm like,
It's a hard
Totoro, I have
one.
PTSD from Totoro.
It's a hard one. Yeah, it's a good one though.
Because they're like my neighbor Totoro. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna watch this like crazy magical
Mhm.
adventure with this fat beaver. It's gonna be sick.
No, it's sad.
Yeah, you see, and you only see it like 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Totoro's
know
like in
what
5
it is.
minutes of the movie. I'm like, why name it after him?
Because he's perfect in every way. Can you put Totoro in the one in the back? Just that Totoro. Boom. I love Totoro. It's probably one of my all-time favorite animated movies. I
Yeah?
love Studio Ghibli. Yes, I love Studio Ghibli. Kiki's Delivery Service. I could go on. I love it.
I tried rewatching Kiki's. I remember loving it as a kid, Kiki's, but it's kind of boring now.
Well, you know what? That's the problem, though, is we idealize these movies in our heads when we're kids, and then you go back and watch it, and some of them, they just don't hold up.
Yeah, they don't.
It's
like,
sad.
dude, Spirited Away will always hold up, but Spirited Away, like, a lot of
Oh.
stuff happens in Spirited Away.
See, I watched
Like,
that
I
as
think-
an adult. I didn't watch it when I was younger. I watched it recently.
Oh,
And
yeah?
it was good. But I mean, I don't know. I watched Totoro when I was a kid, and so that one's my favorite. And then we just watched Howl's Moving Castle a few months ago, and that one was so good.
The house is really good. And, you ever watch Princess Mononoke?
See,
Well,
no, okay. So let me tell you what happened. Because we went through this like whole Ghibli fix because we got that HBO and they have all the Ghibli movies. So we were watching Ponyo and Totoro and Kiki, and then we got to Princess Mononoke, and we turned it on, and there was this like brutal battle scene with like blood and stuff, and my kids were sitting there watching it. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, you're like, wait, JK.
So we like turned it off, and we hadn't gone back because it's hard to watch stuff when you have kids around, so we have to wait until nighttime. And oh my god, so no, I haven't gotten to watch that one, but I hear it's like one of the favorites of Studio Ghibli.
Yeah, it's really good. There is a lot of blood and stuff. And then there's also like not as much blood as there should be. Sometimes it's weird. Like sometimes it's just like oozing with blood, and other times he'll like shoot an arrow and like sever the arms of a guy, and there's not a drop.
See, yeah, we want to watch that one, but Howl's Moving Castle and Calcifer and that whole story, I just like how weird and like off Studio Ghibli movies are.
Yeah, and like they're fanciful, but then there's always
Mhm.
like that little like I guess not horror, but kind of
No,
horror.
yeah, they're really like, I mean, No Face is creepy.
Yeah, No Face is scary. And like, have you seen? I mean, you haven't seen Princess Mononoke, but like, at one point
No.
you find the spirit of the forest, and it's the most horrifying thing I've ever seen.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's like this deer thing
Oh, I
with like
love that.
this
Oh, it's so
human
beautiful.
face.
What are you talking about? It's beautiful.
Dude, it's horrifying, and it has like
Now I
it's like
wanna look it
super
up.
uncanny.
What is it? A deer?
It's like the spirit of the forest. Just put spirit of the forest, Princess Mononoke, and you might get the sprites, which are these like little Macarena fucking things.
Oh, okay. It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
The deer thing.
Beautiful.
Like,
Yeah.
it has like a human face. Like watch it. Wait until it moves. It doesn't make a sound the entire thing. It just like walks and kills things.
I like the things on its antlers. What are these? The little like ghost faced white things?
Yeah, those things are also creepy. They like tilt. They like break their neck. They go, and they make like a rattlesnake tail noise.
No, I don't mind this. I thought he was gonna be way scarier.
You have to watch him in action. It's not him like
Okay.
that. Like he like slowly
it who
trudges
he
towards
is?
things.
It's not him. It's Andre that's scared.
No, you have to see it, dude. Like he slowly walks. Things die around him for no reason. They just like decay around him.
Oh no.
And then they decapitate it because of course they do.
What?
Yeah, like that's like a part of the movie.
Oh no. I didn't spoil Star Wars for you or The Mandalorian, and you just like spoiled this movie.
No, that's not even a spoiler.
Oh,
It's
okay,
not a
cool.
spoiler.
It just happens. It happens, and then crazy shit starts
Oh, it's
happening.
DX.
That's
Mel's over here. You definitely just spoiled it.
No, because like
because it happens. That's not a spoiler because it happens.
no,
That's
like
what a
because like
whole
it's not
spoiler
even a
is.
plot point. Like it just kind of happens,
That's
and then
exactly
it becomes a
what
plot
spoiler
point.
is.
That's what a plot point is.
No, you have to watch it. You'll see
That
it.
is
You're like, oh.
exactly. I think every Ghibli movie has like that creepy thing. Like in Totoro, that cat bus. I mean, I always wanted to ride it, but that thing looks at you weird.
Oh, with the big
It's
shit-eating
creepy.
Cheshire cat grin.
Yeah. Well, and even Totoro has that grin when he like
That's
jumps
true.
and the rain falls on him or whatever.
Wait, what am
Even
I?
he gets that grin.
It's
I get
not.
emotionally invested in things though, so it's hard for me to watch like sad movies. I have to like mentally prepare.
Like, it's not a what's it called? It's not an American movie,
Well, no, it's Studio Ghibli.
right? But I'm saying like, because even then you could have Western themes, and the thing about Western themes is that you always win. The thing about Japanese movies is that a lot of the themes are you lose and there's nothing you could do, so you just have to deal with it.
Yeah.
And Graveyard of the Fireflies is one of
Oh,
those.
I know what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, like a
Like
lot of
there's
Japanese.
no happy ending.
Exactly. There's no happy ending. Like you can do everything right and still lose, and you just deal with it. There's nothing you can do about it. And Graveyard of the Fireflies and a lot of like Japanese horror movies are like that. Like you can do everything right.
Look
you
at
went
him.
you went to the Oracle. You got the charm. You went to like you found the spell to kill Baba
You
Yaga.
did what you were supposed to do, and it
Exactly.
still didn't work out.
And then you sacrificed your whatever to Baba Yaga or whatever to save your mom from whatever, and then you go home and Baba Yaga's still there with like, sorry dude, sorry kid.
Oh man, see, no, I can't do it. I mean, I told Mel just after watching The Mandalorian, I'm glad that I watched it early instead of like right before it, because I usually watch it at night. I needed to like heal because I was crying. I was like sobbing. I was like, this is terrible. I don't like it at all. I was a mess. So I'm glad I had to like recover.
And it's funny because she was crying because of Grogu. I was crying because of Luke.
Because of Luke.
Luke Skywalker.
Why, like he's alive? Why are you
don't
crying?
get me wrong. That was exciting. It's just exciting. It was like a whole childhood thing come back to life.
Yeah, man. It's like, wow, Luke Skywalker back. That's like seeing Mark Hamill, and it's like, I don't know. He means a lot. He means a lot to that whole, I don't know.
I mean, even him coming back for like the newer ones, the last 3 movies, it was really cool to see him.
Yeah, it was. I'm not gonna add.
I know you're.
Don't worry.
I love this.
Little egg incubator.
I know. I just want to know how they stole it from that mama. She's probably out there looking for it.
Put her in put her head in that jacuzzi. Yeah!
She's right there.
all, guys.
Kermit.
Hey, get away from my eggs.
Yes. Look at her.
look at her. Just look.
She's just a floating head.
She's so cute. All right, Emily. So going forward, what are you gonna want to do, dude? Are you gonna stick with digital art only? Are you gonna try to explore? Maybe do some more classical stuff? You're gonna go to art school? What are your plans?
Nah, I probably won't go to art school. I don't know. I think it'll be fun to see where it takes me when I'm in Japan, and kind of the inspiration that I pull from that, and like different mediums maybe to try. But I really do enjoy painting just for a hobby. Like I paint denim jackets for fun, or I'll paint pictures for the kids and they'll hang them in their rooms. So when it comes to traditional art, I just kind of stick to it for fun. But I really enjoy digital art, and it's convenient and it's something that I love. And as for like the future, I don't know. The thing I tell myself is I'm lucky and happy to be getting to do what I do, period. And anything that kind of comes from it is just a blessing, and I'm happy to get to do it. And I tell my friends and my husband all the time, I'm like, I'm living my dream, and it's not like this huge, I mean, would it be cool to like illustrate a book one day or something like that? Of course, but I'm just happy to get to do this and kind of like gain from it. So
That's
it's all
good.
fun. Yeah.
Like, you can't say it's only a hobby now if you've made money. I'm sorry.
No,
This
I'm
is
talking
America.
about like the traditional art, like when I just paint or like when I do jackets. It's just for me.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
plan on selling anything traditional unless some magic thing happens and I get really good at it, because it's just a lot and you mess up and you have to fix it, and it's just I can't tap it away. So
And hey,
but
it's good to do, but you don't have to. You can
Yeah.
stick with digital.
yeah, I really do enjoy it, and it's so like I use the word convenient, but that doesn't mean it's easy. It's just it's always on hand.
Absolutely, it's a completely different beast. You have to learn a whole new set of like slight tricks and trades and all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I really love doing it, and it's something I never thought I would get to do. If you would have told me when I first had my oldest kid that I would get to like do art for like a job and it be convenient and something that I can do all the time, I'd have been like, okay.
Yeah, like, okay, sure, buddy, whatever.
So
I
it's
feel
really
like
cool.
that is like a big thing about being an artist too, is like one day you just like realize it just like clicks.
Mm-hmm.
You're just kind of like doodling or something. You're like, you know what? I wanna pursue this further. This is the thing that I want to do.
Yeah, and it's something that it took me a long time. I mean, I know I said I've only been doing this like consistently a year, but I mean, it probably took me that whole year to consider myself artist. Like when people say this is an artist, and I'm like, well, okay. And so now I can say like, no, this is what I do. And I even have like prints at this store in town. It's like a local store, and I get to sell my prints there. And every time I see that it's sold, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have stuff in people's houses now. So it's just it's crazy.
Yeah, like you don't have to be this like crazy bohemian vagabond with like,
Yeah.
or like you don't have to be like displayed in museums to be considered an
Yeah.
artist. No, you just have to create, of course. And the fact that you could you sell your prints in like a little corner store, you said?
Yeah, it's like a thrift / like consignment store. So they have like all sorts of different makers, and that's another thing that I think that's probably my favorite thing, is that I get to meet people and share like experiences and get to know all these different creators and makers, and the amount of friends that I've made doing this and the people that I get to know, it's just insane. And it's such a cool feeling to get to meet people that like the same things that I like, because like moving around a lot, you make these friends, and they're great friends and they're lifelong friends. I mean, my best friend I made being a military wife, but it's, you have to like tiptoe and find these like broad things that you like. And so to find this like niche part of the internet, to meet people like Mel and you guys and different creators that like doing the same things that you do, it feels really good to get to know people that like what you like.
Especially because you said before you're the housewife, right? You're the house mother.
The house mother. The house mom.
So this is like a way for your social. This is your social stuff.
It is, yeah. And I get to, and it's something that like, you know how like your spouse comes home from the day and they tell you like all the things that they did, and I'm like, it's just me and the kids. But now I get to be like, well, I'm doing an interview for this podcast, or I got my stuff up in a store. So I feel like I'm bringing more to the table than like, they jumped in some dirt and one bonked his head. I feel interesting again.
Being a house parent, whether you're a male or female, it's a blessing. It's amazing. Everything is great. But of course, like as we talked about before, you feel like you lose a sense of yourself, and then I don't know. Like if I know a lot of my friends who became like the house parent, they feel like they're not doing enough because of course it is just the monotony of just you take care of the kid, which of course it's it's a big job, but like it is like basically the same thing like every day.
Every
so this
single
is like,
day.
Like this is a good way to break that monotony and be like, you know what, I made this today.
Yeah, it is, and oh no, it's just something that I get to like I told when I said earlier, my kids see me doing it, and my husband watches me like do something that I'm really passionate about, and it makes me feel like I'm more of a human being than the cooker of dinner. And it, like you said, it's the day to day is pretty repetitive, and when I get to do stuff like this, it's just cool.
I'm so happy, dude. I love it. Oh, can we talk about your tattoo pieces? Are like these have to be tattoo pieces? The Love Me Not, and then the hand with the snake, and I think maybe this like vampire lips that you have on your Instagram. Are those influenced by the tattoo culture that you were now a part of?
Yeah. Well, okay, so the vampire lips was pretty much like a spoof of the Rocky Horror Picture Show lips. I just wanted to put teeth on them.
Nice. I can see it now, but like it has like a slightly different style than the rest of it, so it really makes me feel tattoo on it.
So when I drew the snake in the hand, I really considered getting it tattooed. I was like, this would be sick, but I didn't do it. I don't know.
Oh, do you feel like it's pretentious? Like, I drew this and now it's on me.
No, absolutely not. I have something that I drew on me. It's that pinup style sun girl. She's like leaning on the sun. I have her tattooed on me.
Style sun girl.
Yeah, it's like black and gray with a yellow circle. She's like laying on the sun. That's one that.
Oh, I love that. Yes.
Yeah. So I have her because I love her, and she kind of like embodies like my mood. I like to be considered bright and sunny. So I got her tattooed, but I don't know. I still might. Like, I'm not saying no. I just haven't yet. But I think that probably, yeah, I did draw these. So it might be like a subconscious thing, but I did draw these around the same time that I kind of went through my like 4-month spat of like going to the tattoo shop every week and getting new tattoos. So, I mean, it might be inspired by the tattoos, especially probably the Loves Me Not, just because of the writing and stuff. It was just cool.
Yeah. That one, I definitely see it, like 100%. The hand snake too. The Rocky Horror was a little bit less, but I still see it on that too.
But I always ask my tattoo artist because I want to finish my sleeve, and I'm like, what should I get? And he always says a skull, and I'm like, I'm not getting a skull. You meet me, and I don't scream skull. But so I tried to draw like pretty skulls, like the one with the flower, the skeleton hand with the snake and the leaves. But somebody did ask me to design a tattoo for them, and I think that was probably the most stressful thing I've been ever asked to do, because if you want to buy a print from me or a commission, you don't like it anymore, you throw it away. Yeah. But they wanted something that I drew tattooed on them, and it was a stressful thing, but we got it done, and she got it tattooed, and it's just another like cross, what do you call it, like a
crossover.
no, what's the word? It's like when you hit a point that you didn't think you would hit. I never thought this would, like a thing that you check off your list that you're like, meh, I didn't think I was
list,
gonna. Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about, like a point of enlightenment, like a
Yeah.
checkpoint, like a.
I didn't think I would hit that one. Like, no, I never thought, oh, well, I will draw a tattoo for somebody and it'll be a Pikachu. I never.
It's a Pikachu?
No, he's just questioning whether it's Pikachu or not in the picture. But no, I drew it's like a bouquet of flowers that she wanted with like her kid's birth flower, but it was crazy. And so now she's tattooed. And then I drew the sun girl. And then right after I drew the sun girl, I drew a moon girl. And a friend of ours, she's a friend now, but she messaged me and she goes, I really like this. I want to know if I could get it tattooed on me. And I like cried because I was like, no way that somebody wants something that I like drew that was original tattooed on their body. And she has it. And she sent me the picture. And she lives close by. So I met her and she's the coolest person. And it's just crazy to like, I never thought that would be something that I'd check off my list is tattoos, but it's something that, like I said, it's a way for me to kind of show myself. And so for people to be inspired by that themselves, it's neat.
Yeah, this is my people's.
I love it.
I love it.
They're having issues.
Thanks, Eric. What is that?
That's what man. That's what they say. That's like their god dang it.
Yeah.
Other than illustration, because I mean, you mentioned, you know, that it would be kind of like, I don't know if you said a dream, but something, you know, interesting to do, like a book, like a children's book. Is that something that you've considered? Like, because your style really would lend itself very well to a children's story, like very much.
It would be really cool. And I think that I like lean that way because I read a lot of children's books, and it's just, I'm obsessed. Like, I love finding these books at like book sales or, you know, dime sales. And you find these really cool books, and the animation and the illustration in them is insane. And I kind of like geek out, and I'm like, look at all the detail they put into this, or how creative this artist is. And it would be cool. I think it would be cool. Like maybe something else that I could tack off my list one day, even if it's not like a huge published book, but something that I could illustrate and it be something that I did, and somebody to pick it up and be like, look how cool these illustrations are.
Some of the children's books, like, super underrated. What was the one that really, I remember it always stuck with me. It was like super stylistic. It's like someone in the Technicolored marker or something, or crayon.
Oh, Harold and the Purple Crown?
Yeah, and it's like this like minimalistic, and like he's like completely whited out, and then everything is like beautiful and purple.
Mm-hmm.
That's like
I like how you knew immediately. You're like, oh, you mean Harold?
Yeah, no, I have that book. You kidding? I love Harold.
And like, I remember looking at it as a little kid before I could even read and just be like enamored with just the art in it, or like the sidewalk stories. What was it like?
Where the Sidewalk Ends.
Yeah, like those. Like
those are really like kind of like Tim Burton-esque drawings. They're very like squibbly and weird, and like they're cool.
So well.
Mm-hmm, they do. They're really cool.
But that's definitely an underappreciated art.
I like that, you know, it can be as small and like not detailed at all and still be so like it tells the story. But then you have like super detailed one, like where the wild things are or stuff like that, where it's just this crazy amount of story and detail. I love it. The more I talk about it, I'm like, oh, that would be so cool.
Do it.
Yeah,
We'll see. I can't write a story though, Andre. I need somebody
it's a children's story.
Yeah, I would want to collaborate with somebody. I have a lot of friends that are really creative and really good writers, and I would probably just do that, and then we could work together.
Yep, that'll be a good way to dip your toes into the whole process too.
Exactly. Just do it. Just do like a little thing. If it speaks to you, keep doing it. If it doesn't speak to you, do something else.
And with publishing,
move on.
Yeah, publishing nowadays, you can publish with Amazon. There's so many different like.
I know.
You can just publish by yourself. You don't have to pay
royalties.
No, you don't have to pay publishing or something. You don't have to pay for like.
The publishing companies.
You don't have to pay for shipping. Amazon Prime sponsor us.
There's digital books as well, which is super convenient. You don't have to actually print the book.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're like with my kids. With this whole virtual learning, they have this website called Epic Books, and they're literal, like, a lot of them are just only digital books. So that is, and some of them are even animated.
Oh,
Animated
see?
digital books.
Yes. That's
Boom.
how the future has, and this is the benefits of having the digital
Mhm.
world right now, iPads and things like that. You could just go ahead and basically become a writer just by doing it, not in your living room, but I mean also in your living room if you wanted to. All right. So I think we're nearing the end of our programming. So usually at the end we ask one specific question. I think last time I asked. So Andre, you have the
What? Yes, you, Emily. What would you give advice for new up and coming artists? Anyone in the artistic field. What is your advice? What is your knowledge, your wisdom, your pool of artistic
Cool.
talent and integrity? What advice would you give?
My pool. It's more like a jacuzzi at this point. It's not that deep yet.
Your jacuzzi.
My jacuzzi. I think the thing that, and I've said it a lot, is, you are an individual and you can use art to just kind of be yourself and kind of find something that for yourself. And it's something that's learned. It's not something that's, just in you already. It's something that you have to work at. And I think that if you can find that for yourself and kind of keep going with it and help you be an individual then that's good enough. You don't have to be any deeper than that. Just it'll help you find out who you are.
Nice. I like
Yes.
that.
Yeah. Art is
Art is a tool of self-discovery.
Exactly, and it's something that you have to work at constantly. So
Mm-hmm.
young artists, up and coming artists, remember that. Work at it. And don't give up. I think that's the theme that we have on all 4 episodes. All our artists have said one thing: is not to give up, not to be disheartened.
Well, and a lot of people, especially nowadays, they're used to that instant satisfaction and that instant, like, you want something and it's there. And I think that it's watered down a lot of industries. If you have to work for it, then it's just, what's the point?
That's true.
And,
Go on phone, push button, feel good. Why push pencil to paper, not feel good? I push button on phone, me feel good. But paper
Why say
pencil,
more
why
words?
this work? Yeah,
When less words do trick.
exactly.
yeah, instant gratification. That's a danger in our society. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so at this point, any general quotes, any general things, Andre? Any last words? You're not gonna die.
I'm not gonna die. Why am I dying?
No.
Why are you always trying to kill me?
So, any last words you think I'm gonna say?
Oh, any last words?
This is what he does every time. He's like, any last words? I'm like, hey, you can follow me on. I'm not gonna name drop the Twitch. I'm like, please, just
Drop it.
be
Drop the
yourself.
Twitch. I have to.
Give yourself some smoochies. Look into the mirror. Know that everything's gonna be okay. Keep working at it.
Oh.
Like, I've been trying to do like a fucking stand-up routine for the past like 3 years, and I keep throwing it out. But every day I put at least a paper to pencil, and then I try. Just gotta keep at it.
Well, if you need people to try out on, you call me up because I love it.
Oh, thanks. I really appreciate it. But in all seriousness, Mondays and Thursdays, twitch.tv/FATGUERO. That's fat where.
But for real.
You got it in.
10:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What's up?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been keeping track, he got it. I am forced to add his Twitch right before.
Yay.
Thank you, Emily. We appreciate.
Thank you so much.
You being here, and you given us what we like in the show is to have different perspectives and having people from different walks of life, and you've certainly done that, and we greatly appreciate it, and we hope that you'll be back. Even if you're in Japan, we'll stay up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
doesn't matter. We don't.
It's actually preferred.
It actually is. We'll be out.
I would love to come back. I can't wait for next season. You'll have to do like just a whole comeback show.
We want to have a community. We want people, the goal of the show, we want to connect, viewers with the artists and young artists, seeing what to expect, or showing that we all relate some way, somehow in this art world. No matter what quote unquote level we're on, we all relate because we have similar feelings, we have similar insecurities. We're in the same boat sometimes. So just to not give up. That's the whole point. Just to not give up, encouraging them, and just to have
Keep
that
trucking.
confidence. Yeah.
Also,
And
I
don't
really,
compare yourself to other artists. That's my other thing, because that's
exactly.
huge.
That is ding 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 ding. Another constant reminder from an artist to not compare yourself to other people. That is not only in art, but that is also in life. You live
Just a
your
way
life.
of life. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes, you live your life, you live it happy, you live it in love, and you'll get back love.
Akuna Matata, motherfucker.
Hell yeah. I mean, we appreciate it so much. We'll let you get some rest.
Thank you. Thanks so much, guys. It was so nice to meet you, Andre.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you for coming.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
If you made it to the end of the video, you are a savage, and we appreciate you very much. We are grateful to all the new subscribers. Make sure to also follow our guest artists on their journey. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you like and subscribe. We hope you join us next episode.